Alright, comrades, today is September 8, 2025, and the current time is 8:20 p.m. Due to a massive mistake in recent provisions shipments, all comrades and comrade animals are expected to consume the increased corn rations that have been allocated to each individual. We must all do our part to ensure that no food goes to waste. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello, gamers. Whoa. I thought the game would be on screen already. Hey. There's a bunch of things on the screen that I thought I had hidden correctly, but I didn't set up, so give me a second to fix that. That's really weird. I think I'm looking for this one. Hey, there we go. And now we can go back to normal size. Hey. I think it's this button. Hey, comrades, how goes it? Good evening. Welcome to RimWorld, the thing that we play every single Monday. And as of late, every single Tuesday too, because I like RimWorld. It's fun. It's chaotic, and it tickles me fancy, so that's why we play it. Yeah, if you look into my eyes real closely, you can actually see the social security number right in the eye if you look very carefully. It's very unique feature that that this model has. It's very cool, very poggers. In fact, if you look really deep, you'll find your own social security number if you know where to look. Isn't that crazy how much information VTuber models have nowadays? Oh, it's insane. It's wild. Anyways, there's your stash. Good evening, comrades. How goes it? Did you enjoy your weekend? I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Also, watch this stream on YouTube too, because I need to boost the YouTube algorithm again. I need to finally start making actual YouTube videos. I've been too lazy to do that, but I've just been having too much fun with my 3D printer. By the way, I got Twitch Toolkit working again. Apparently, they had to update Twitch Toolkit utils, and that's why it wasn't working. So if you wanted to buy stuff and you couldn't last week, you can this time. That's right. You can finally buy whatever it is that you're trying to purchase for the colony. You have that as an option now. Anyways, I hope you're all having a good evening. Hello there, Grubby and Grimo and Zia Poser and Skylet, and who else did I miss so far? I know Ray was here. Congrats to Ray for being first. Hello, Goldenrod, and Exonia and Hichi are both here, and Immortal I know is also here as well. There we go. I think that's everyone. You might have been wondering what I've been up to these past couple days over the weekend. Well, did you know? Let me just show this off real fast so I can get a. I gotta go download a photo off of Twitter. Actually, I can just download it off of here. Let me just download this image, and I will explain. Hey, so I hear people like playing trading card games. I sure like playing trading card games. I spend an inordinate amount of time and money playing the dang thing. But what if you could have your own Institute branded deck box? Because I have been working with my 3D printer on how to do this type of thing, and I was like, oh, this is actually not that hard to do. So there you go. Look at this very terrible prototype of a deck box that I had slapped out in Fusion 360. It took me like a couple hours to learn how to use the dang thing and actually slap this thing together. But it is a fully functioning 100-card deck box. But you know what makes it even cooler? Hold on. Let me show you what makes it even cooler. So, it has space for this magnetic snap case lid. Okay. The lid is magnetic. The snap case is magnetic. It can hold, you know, a card and a inner sleeve in there and hold exactly 100 cards. It's an incredibly tight fit. I actually need to maybe give it a little bit more tolerances, but it fits exactly perfect. How much filament did it take? I think it was a little over 200 grams of filament, I think is what it was. So basically this thing weighs like I think this, I need to weigh it, but I'm fairly sure this thing weighs like 6 ounces. It's actually kind of hefty. It's surprisingly hefty, but it fits perfectly. And it was like, I was having a lot of fun learning how to do this. So I'm not saying it's a thing that I will sell at some point. If I do, I'm gonna have to literally make it all myself because it's what it is. And I need to do some other things, like I want to get a smooth build plate, because you can see that the plate is textured, and I think people would maybe prefer a smoother front face. And then I need to do some other stuff to it, but for a first iteration, I think it actually looks not too bad. Can you imagine these going around? I don't know if anyone would actually buy these things, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Just like, yeah, here's just a VTuber, what's it called? Deck box. I think that'd be kind of a cute gimmick, right? How many other VTubers can you say have their own unique, that's what I'm thinking of, deck box? I think that'd be kind of a nice little thing. So I'm probably gonna reiterate on this thing like a couple more times until I'm comfortable with it, but maybe in the future I would like to sell 1 or 2 of these. Just be like, yeah, if you want one of these things. The problem is that, okay, first of all, the main issues are, 1, it's not cheap. I think the filament cost was around... My slicer says that the filament cost about... I think it was about like $7 to $8 in filament alone. And the whole thing took about nearly 8 hours to print. So it is not a fast item. It is slow. I have a single printer. Now that said, I could probably print multiple at a time and it'd probably be okay, but yeah, I'm gonna need more filament. What I really want to do, and if I can do this, which I'm pretty sure I can, is I want to print it in wood filament. Because that's a thing that exists, where it's filament, but they put wood fibers into it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is the future. And I'm like, I gotta try this. So it's something that I'm considering for a future thing. Like, okay, maybe this will be a thing that I will offer. It's like, okay, you can have your bespoke Institute branded deck box that is created by me, handcrafted by my 3D printer and packaged by me, and come with a nice little, I don't know, token that I'll probably design and print off to. A lot of different things. I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't play a lot of TCGs on stream, but boy, I sure spend an inordinate time amount talking about TCGs. As cursed as that sounds, it's true. I spend a lot of time talking about TCGs because I just enjoy trading card games, even though they're not the most useful thing. It's a $30 to $40 product. It is probably approximately that. The best point of comparison is if you ever go on Etsy and just type in 3D printed deck box. Look at the price of what you will find on there, and you'd be kind of surprised. Like, a lot of them do sell for about $30 to $40. Because it's the time to design it and the time to print it and the filament cost as well. So that's why they cost, you know, X amount of dollars. And I know how I want to fix it and adjust it. I know exactly what I want to change, but it's going to take some time. It is a little big is the main problem. Oh, CAD. No, 30-40 USD like is legitimately the price of some deck boxes you will find on Etsy. In fact, hold on. Yeah, in fact, here, I'll show you real quick, like, exactly what I mean. Like, if I pull up another instance of Firefox, that is not Firefox, that is Chrome. Firefox is my streamer browser. Okay, like, if you take a look right here, right? If you take a look right here, you can see that there is a lot of these things cost, like, okay, so it's an EDH size deck box. Let's type in EDH. That way you can get, like, 100 card capacities. Okay, so this one's like 20, but this one's relatively thin, right? On all sides. This Stola one is $30. It's got magnets and some trays. This one's in the shape of a book. That's just an STL file. This one's $8, but it's a very thin deck box. It really basically depends how thin or thick these things you design are. And the one I designed is it's a chunky lad, is the best way I'm gonna describe it. I think I used like 3mm walls, so they're like, this thing is sturdy. It is sturdy. It is like a brick. Hold on, let me grab it real fast. I'm gonna double check the measurements. I'm not opening up Fusion while I stream. I think it was like 3 or 2mm thick walls, but it's chunky. I mean, I have my calipers real quick. Let me grab it and just measure it. Okay, so the walls are... Is that right? That can't be right. Hold on. Did I actually make it that thick? There's no way I made it that thick. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. I guess I did make... It's 8mm thick. Oh, jeez. Oh, because the magnets were 6mm wide, so I needed the walls to be wide enough to handle that. So yeah, the walls on this thing are... It is a brick. If anything, this thing will at least protect your cards. So, you know, an oak... I mean, I don't know about that. If I get a 3D model, maybe I could consider doing something like that, but that's a very far ways off concept. If you want the actual measurements of this entire deck box, the thing is about, with the lid, it is 125 millimeters, 12.5 centimeters tall. Okay, so let me do this in inches. How do I change this to inches? Okay, so that's about... Okay, so in inches... Oh, hold on, come on. So in inches, this deck box is about 5 inches tall and 3.25 inches wide and about 4 inches deep. So it is fairly chunky. Like, this thing is... If anything, it will protect your cards. I'll say that much. Which is... I think that's an improvement. Also, we gotta go give these people stuff, right? Because we still gotta get Chigusa her royalty honor points that we've been trying to get with the quest, but we haven't actually had any good quests to get honor in quite some time, which is a little unfortunate. Worst comes to worst, I'll just maybe trigger some quests just so we can actually keep moving along with that. Other than that, we're gonna keep expanding our beautiful little place. We've got steel coming out the wazoo, large amounts of chunks that I don't know what to do with, and also this girl causing fires everywhere because she's having a mental break. But yeah, this thing is heavy. The main issue is that there's a lot of empty space in here. And I think I need to, like, unironically, maybe set up design a drawer. There's probably enough space that you can have, like, a dice drawer at the bottom of this thing. Anyways, that's kind of what I've been up to this weekend. It took a while to print. I'm probably going to print a white one tomorrow with the crest also, and just kind of see how it looks, and then, well, yeah, we'll go from there. I think it'll be cool. Thank you, Ali Melon, for the follow on the YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, we're getting closer to 500. I need 500 so I can be monetized on that platform. Holy cow, we have so much stuff here. I don't know what to do with all this food. I think what we need to do is we need to set up like a pemmican freezer. It's like an emergency food storage just in case bad things happen. So I think what we're gonna do actually is, I don't think we need this heal root grow zone here. What I think we'll do is I'm gonna set up an emergency food pemmican outhouse, just like, I think just about here is fine. And then in this location is where we store large amounts of pemmican, just outside. We'll even put some wood floor to make it at least pretty and aesthetic looking. Anyways, how all have you been doing? Did you enjoy your weekend? I don't know what most of you do over the weekend, but I have basically been doing that, and I had some not super high-end food, and I kind of want some sushi. I've been wanting sushi for like the past couple days, and it's driving me mad. By the way, one thing I learned is super glue. Yeah, that stuff is it's quite sticky. I may have gotten super glue on my fingers multiple times while I was learning how to put magnets in, and I maybe need to be a little more careful about that. Oh yeah, I saw the Cerberus Rex thing that you've been working on and like painting. It looks pretty interesting. I'm glad that building it's going well at the very least. Okay, good. We gotta set up a new grow zone for heal root. I think for the time being, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put heal root maybe about, oh, hold on. A quest for 12 honor. The Exodus Dominion is seeking for a place to land. Tribes people will attack them. There's also 2 civilians and 4 cataphracts. They must be rescued. The cataphracts may be sacrificed. Yes, we have to protect them, and we will get the honor for this quest, which we will give to Wakabayashi, who is our colony head. So let's take this quest. We were looking for a quest. Alright. Unfortunately, they landed over there, which is also annoying. I prefer if they would have landed a lot closer to us. Because the main issue is I can't direct them to, you know, be near us. But I guess once we find out where they're coming from, we'll get ready to protect it. You flew to Cali from Wednesday, your birthday, Saturday for a wedding. Came back when we started unit catching lectures. Oh my gosh, well that seems like a very busy week. Also, happy birthday. Congrats on being another year older. Also, California. Crazy adventure for you, actually, because I know California is quite the quite the distance for you at the very least. Did you enjoy California, or is California not your thing? By the way, we're still building our passenger train here, so once we get more steel, I think we can slap that out. Steel's a little bit in short supply, so trying to at least get that built out. Also put a new storage area here as well. Storage. No, actually, we'll use the I think we can use crates. Yeah, we can do a few large crates. Wow, I actually didn't even plan on spacing it correctly, but I did. 5-hour flight, spend most of the time helping with wedding prep and oh my gosh, that seems like one heck of a wedding. You know what's funny? I remember my wedding, which was like 4 months ago. You want to know who I think put more effort in that wedding? Between me and Ray, I think Ray actually put in more effort into like making sure everything was working correctly. I'm sure she's here listening to me say that, so you know, I'm willing to at least admit my failures. Why is that even really surprising? I don't even know. I mean, I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do. Anyways. Also, hello, Alana, how are you? It's okay. I printed Ray a Moogle. Ray kept demanding a Moogle, so I was like, okay, here's a Moogle. So I printed a Moogle for her. It is right next to me. I have not painted it because I don't know how to paint these things, and I'm pretty sure I have to do something called priming it. Not really sure how painting stuff works, but I hear that's what the kids are into, priming stuff. Let's just put dirt here. We're gonna turn this into heel root. Change your hair. Okay. What is your hair supposed to be now? Let's see. Eccentric Angels Extras hair. Is it this one? Which one are we looking for? Okay, got it. Let me save this over the old one. Okay, perfect. All right. You know what's funny? I think that you've had that hairstyle in this colony for every single stream I've had for like the past. How long have I been streaming? 4 or 5 years now at this point? Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Holy cow, I've been at this for an eternity. It's crazy to think about. I can't believe how many VTubers have come and gone. Every time I don't know why I think about that all the time, but I found out another VTuber has announced that they're retiring, which was kind of interesting. Oh, we gotta get ready to defend that, and we are not anywhere close to that. Let's run over there ASAP. Hopefully these people can hold as long as they can, but it's gonna be a rough run over there. Oh my gosh, can we defend this? I don't know if we can defend this guy. Our pawns are taking forever to get over there. Oh my gosh, they spawned in way closer than I thought. Wait, we already failed? Wait, who died? Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's not good. I did not realize that they would move that quick, they would spawn that fast, but I probably should have had people standing over there. That's my own fault. Alright, well, we gotta deal with them anyways. Surprisingly, a large amount of, like, archers causing issues here. You got a gun, you might as well fire your pistol of justice. Well, there goes my opportunity to get more honor, which is a bit of an issue. Hello, Kahila, how are you doing, comrade? I will drink, but I'm getting bloated considering how much water I've had to drink recently. Oh, jeez. I really wish I had the option to decide where the those pawns were gonna drop in, which is the main issue. Alright, we'll try to rescue who we can. Alright, I'm gonna set you to search and destroy. I'm gonna have Atheon attend to this individual here. Marksman is down. No critical injuries, or at least nothing that's gonna cause him to die. Alright, they've retreated for now. Let's go rescue everyone. So you are dying. Let's quickly tend to you. Rescue you. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's true. I guess that's just how it be sometimes then. Alright, it's a little unfortunate, but I get it. Right, self-tend is fine. So tend to yourself now. And then Krusty, I want you to quickly tend to Marksman here. And then everyone else, I think we're just going to undraft ASAP. I'm not going to chase him down. No point. Undraft. Ray's down too. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize she got that close into the fight. Alright, tend. And then you should also tend to Grey Wind. Okay, perfect. What do you mean, Grubby? What did you find? Also, hello, Flaming. Playing Terra Invicta, all things, have made a full game this time. Good luck with Terra Invicta. I've never played it myself. I've seen videos of it. It looks interesting, but it's not really the game for me, I think. Not had space for homework. Well, you're always free to relax here. That's always been what I always tell people. Listen, this is a place where people can be chill and not have to suffer that much. Let's go rescue this one. Okay, as long as as long as they're out of like danger zone. Okay, so I'm gonna have you rescue, and then once Ray's injuries are mostly stabilized, we can bring her to the other place to get tended to. Okay, so Marksman. There's a few more injuries being tended to by Krusty, who's doing his best to quickly get rid of the problems, despite the fact that Krusty has dementia, a bad back, and cataracts. We should probably fix that at some point. Shouldn't we? I feel kind of bad that Krusty's just like an old, dying individual. Okay, so we're gonna have you rescue Ray. Probably best to just rescue Marksman. You know what we should do? I think Krusty's not allowed to fight anymore. Yeah, I think part of the issue is I need to make sure Krusty's not a combatant. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want Krusty fighting anymore because he's too old. He's 86, and I basically had him go out there with a bow and arrow, and was like, all right, good luck. It's like, yeah, he wasn't gonna be able to do much. All right, let's just tend to all these problems. Anyways, what were you trying to find, Grubby? What was the problem? On the other hand, we do have a crash shuttle. You know what that means? You know what that crash shuttle means? It means we have an engine now, which means we could technically fly around. Check media. Am I going to be concerned what I'm about to check on? Alright, I guess I'll check in a second. Alright, so I'll undraft you. Alright, undraft you so you can get tended to as well. Maybe you should rest. Alright. Is anyone else dying before I... Okay, so let's rescue Ray. Ixonia should probably rest here. And everyone should be fine after that. Perfect. Okay. Let me look at the thing that you're talking about. What did you post in media? What were you trying to do? I'm curious what this is trying to be. Also, you know what's funny? I've been paying attention to Discord chat, and I've been seeing a lot of people I've been seeing a few individuals getting really into the whole, 4 divisions and what they each do and role-playing that thing out, which is awesome. I think that's fantastic. I would never thought people would actually be doing that type of thing. I feel like I need to add one additional channel where it's the channel where everyone can smack talk each other in their role, I guess would be the best way to describe it. And maybe at some point I'll design proper uniforms. I've been wanting to also redo the crests for each division because they were very haphazardly done that I did myself, and I'm not exactly a graphics design specialist, as you may have noticed. So at some point I probably will try to do that so we can have some more, it'll look a lot more better and more professional, I guess is the best way I'm trying to describe it. Is everyone dying? Krusty's still injured and untended, right? Okay, you please tend to these people because I think Marksman's about to die. Okay. Summon the doctors. They'll make sure that they don't die. There we go. Now Marksman should survive. Oh boy, did anyone lose any parts? Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. So then also, can we tend to Ray? And then can we get Krusty in a bed? I don't know why Krusty's still not in a bed. Yeah, it should be okay there. Even summoned? I think we'll be okay. We had a pretty rough fight, but, it's a melee brawl that people are gonna get injured. And we work with what we got, and what we have is not exactly the most exciting. Let's just move this pemmican out of here. Because this crate should probably be... the priority to dump the pemmican and not in this random spot. We also need to start figuring out how to sort through all this garbage here. We have a lot of stuff, and I think it'd be good to maybe start figuring this out. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. You gave yourself... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I see what you're saying now, Grubby. I wasn't paying attention, but am I reading this right? You went from... Wait. Wait a second. Am I reading this right? You went from 64k to 4 million. Oh, wait, what? How? No, you're still at 66k. No, you're still at 66k. I think, yeah. I'm reading the chat message. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. So I was like, but I had to double check anyways, just in case you managed to have broken something. I don't mind, you know, if people try to, you know, we're here to have fun, but at the same time, hey, let's not try to cheat the system. Okay, we're all here on an even level playing field, except for me, because I'm special and unique. I don't have to play by the same rules, but that's because I'm literally the streamer and I control everything. So, also, holy cow, my TPS is so bad now. I think there's too many animals on the map, and we probably need to start trimming some of those people. Also, holy cow, I did not realize Grubby was still drafted this whole time. It's a bit of an issue, huh? Just really funny. Okay. Got it. Okay. Anyways, let's try to at least get some fresh food. We need additional heal root, and we are making lots and lots of alcohol, thanks to our glorious fermenters, which we'll also need to set up AC and heating at some point, but that's fine for now. It's Jugas, we'll have a lot of rice, we'll have a lot of food, and other than that, I think we should be fine. The main issue is that this colony is taking forever, and we do need to get more honor. We need those quests, and we just failed our opportunity to get more honor. Which is kind of an issue. Holy cow, yeah, I need to figure out what's... Actually, hold on. I'm actually kind of curious. What is the actual thing that's causing... Let's see if I... Okay. I think you check average... here we go. No, it's not this one. It was something else I remember. Like, I remember using this at one point of trying to figure stuff out. I cannot remember how to use Dub's analyzer. But... Let's see. I really should figure this out at some point. I remember there was like... Oh, here we go. 0.3. So drawing the pawns is not a oh my gosh. Look at them frame times. Okay. Oh, it's probably under ticks, right? It's probably under ticks. Well, it's fine. We'll figure this out later. But my guess is that it's probably just due to the sheer amount of... I think it's just because there's too many animals on the screen. So my guess is that's probably what's happening. So we'll try to trim some of the animals apart. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's getting really bad. Oh my whoa. Oh, it's the shuttle. This shuttle can't leave. Okay, well, let's just... Tee-hee. Alright. Oh no, it's still broken. Exception ticking shuttle. Oh my gosh, the shuttle. The shuttle. So yes, but at the same time, it's still trying to trigger a shuttle leave event and it's breaking it. So I thought, okay, maybe if I just destroy it, it will correct itself, but it is... That's the shuttle on the ground? Oh, the shuttle is trying to despawn. Hold on. Let's see if it's this one. Let's see if it's this thing. Okay, got it. Okay, so hold on. We have coordinates. 85, 0, 138. If I clear it, does it come back? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow, I love it when my game implodes. Bottom left corner. Okay, so bottom left is 0, 0. So 85 would be, so this is about 250, so it's probably somewhere around here-ish. 138 up. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot I have coordinates up here, hold on. So we're looking for 86, 135. Okay. I think there's a ghost shuttle here. Oh, you know what I bet happened? I bet you, yep. I bet you what happened is a ship tried to land as soon as that other event triggered. Here's what I'm gonna do. I think if I destroy it, it should be okay. No, okay, it did not. Okay, okay. Clear. Is it this one? Clear bugged transport ships? Or is it just clear area? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's fixed now. Thank you. Oh, we're back in business. All right. So to correct. All right. So let's Where is it? Okay. So we're gonna. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna god mode these back in, and then I need to god mode the power lines back in. Just about here. And then I need to... You know what? It's, item. Object. Place. Spawn. Thing. Engine. Okay, we should technically have gotten an engine, so I will give us a dropship engine. That is not a dropship engine that I was looking for. Let's try that again. Item spawn. I can't remember the things anymore. Holy cow. It's a shuttle engine, right? Okay, so oh, we destroyed it. There was a shuttle engine here the whole time. Crazy. Thank you also for listen, I don't actually use a lot of these commands, so I appreciate you telling me which commands fix the problem. Thank you for correcting my mistakes. And now we're back in business. Cruising at a cool 150 TPS and nothing spawning on my log. That's a good sign. Okay. Let's also use the glorious... Oh, let's get out of this mode first. Let's go back to garden tools and let's expand our plowed soil, the finest of soils. Because this soil will allow us to grow some super high-end crops that I'm gonna love. Also known as heal root, because we need to heal root badly. And it's 160% fertility. It's the only reason we're doing it. Okay. This area is almost... Okay, yeah, so we have small pond water, which will make this look a lot nicer once that's ready. We have researchers going around. We just need to move all of the stuff that we have, because a lot of it's in the way. And once we have lots and lots of sake, we should be able to sell it here. Yeah, let's sell all that beautiful liquor. Rice alcohol. You know what's funny? I actually don't like sake that much. I've actually tried sake. It is not my preferred beverage. I prefer highballs and umeshus and... Yeah, basically that's it. I like anything that's fruity tasting. I never, like, really got into the whole, like, people who are, there's a lot of people I know who love hard liquor, and they love, like, whiskey on ice, or whiskey on the rocks, or whatever you want to call it, and all this other stuff. And for me, I could never get into it. It's not being a fake weeb, it's more just I have my taste buds prefer sweet things. Does that make sense? I don't know if what I'm rambling about, but it's just this minor thing. Like I said, I have umeshu in my closet that I've made myself, and it's quite the thing. Did we finish building that train, by the way? Oh, we're finally moving the steel over. Okay. Perfect. Also, we do not have enough power. Holy cow. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we don't have enough power because, turns out I never connected this to the main grid. So we had one that was missing, and I think the wind generators are just not generating any power. So everything is starting to shut off because I am so good at this game. So, anyways. Would you like a professor-themed deck box? I think that'd be kind of fun. I think I'd love to sell those at some point. I don't know who would buy them, but I could maybe have a stockpile of a few of them. Like, all right, you want one? Here you go. Enjoy your professor-themed deck box. That was totally worth it. We got components and buffalo fur and meat. Automated chem fuel farms. All right, explain how you would have automated chem fuel farms. Also, let's talk to this one named Bicep. They probably have something to trade. Congrats to Exonia, who's the closest person here. What do they got? I got components. I'll actually buy that. I will buy their medicine. What do I sell them in return? I will sell them some garbage outfits that we need not anymore. And I think that's fine. Rice, corn is casing our hydroponics and refining chem fuel. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, I have poop. We could just turn into chem fuel from fecal sludge, which is what we've done a lot of the times. And that's probably what we'll end up doing. But we have to have someone sit... Oh, actually, no, we don't have to... Wait a second. I don't need to have someone sit there. Oh, that's not a good sign. We're getting attacked by the Arcmom Mech Hive. We're probably dead here. Okay, what are we dealing with? Oh, that's, Alright, well, that's a hefty stack there. Enable panic state to the default state until toggle. Oh, well, okay. So everyone in the inn now. All the animals in the inn now. Alright, we have to get ready. They're prepare for a while, then attack. However, it looks like they might be attacking immediately. So the main issue is that some of our best gunners like Ray are very, very hurt. And that is not a good thing. So we probably need to get some of these people. I think Ray's just gonna have to not fight for a little bit, and we'll have to just rely on archers. Alright, get whoever can fight over here. If you got a weapon, you gotta fight. I know Marksman's got EMP grenades, so I'm gonna have you just abuse those. What we'll do is we'll park... Okay, so let's see. I think my usual strategy is park the melees in the front. Okay, so we'll have Rusty park over here, Marksman park over here. Alright, they're not attacking yet, so we have time to relax. Just for a little bit longer. I hope we get more power soon, but the lack of wind is a bit of an issue. I was gonna use the restroom, but I guess I'm not allowed to use the restroom anymore. By the way, look at our bird. I forgot his name is Marmalade. I don't know why his master is Ray, but apparently I'm allowed to order this animal to attack. Can I actually order Bashi to attack? Well, I think Bashi is actually trained to fight. Oh, actually no, only the Raven is, or the Crow. That's interesting. The Crow can fight, but not Bashi. Interesting. It's specifically trainable. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now it's time to eat this curry rice real fast. Some of these people are like on the verge of starvation, so you eat your curry rice. Everyone eat your curry rice before we fight. Curry rice will keep you nice, hearty, and strong. Even with knives. Are you telling me that it wasn't feasible even though Lorky was doing it? How could this be? I do think it was really funny that that you made that mod for Lurky. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know, it was a funny. Alright, let's see how many of these things die. Okay, so this trap corridor is at least doing stuff. Okay. Okay, good. Keep flinging those grenades, and now they get stunned to death, and now we can hopefully just pepper them down. I'm actually gonna move Riston over here. This way Risten can try to stab anyone that moves closer. Because the main problem is I got more chunky ones coming. I'm going to pull Ray in just in case, because she does have a fairly aggressive weapon. I'm going to have this one go in there. Because if we do that, it should be okay. I'm going to have Grubby take that other spot instead. So it did take a little bit of damage, but it is still doing a lot. Let's get Grubby in here as well. Okay, so now we have... Now it's under attack. Now we bomb rush it. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Okay, let's pull Grubby around the corner. I don't want Grubby there. Come on. There we go. The glory of glorious Nippon steel folded over 10,000 times, slicing away at the weak armor of the centipede blaster. That is a lot of centipedes. Holy cow, that's a lot of centipedes. Are they spazzing? Oh shoot. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's pull them in. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna pull Ray in here. And I'm gonna have Ixonia join in the fight. Come on, Ixonia. Time to be a glorious fighter. Fight for your country. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot, okay, Alright, you're down. Okay, so I need to quickly grab that gun off. I need to grab those grenades off of you. Okay, so I'm gonna have you pick up those grenades now. Okay, so you pick up those grenades, and then I'll have Bearsuit quickly fling grenades in there. Okay, Risten's taking a bit of damage. Pull Risten back. Okay. Okay, every time that they're distracted, we can keep smashing their faces in. Okay. Not ideal, but it's working, kind of. Alright, come on, keep flinging those grenades. Every grenade we fire does helps. Okay, raise down. What's the problem? Okay. Injuries, pretty bad injuries. Get Krusty over here. You quickly rescue Ray. Get Unbound over here. Okay, still can fight through them. Come on. Everyone who's an archer needs to get in here. Everyone who's an archer can do stuff. Let's see, let's quickly... So you rescue Marksman quickly. And... Ixonia's taking a lot of damage. Ixonia no longer has a right lung, by the way. It's a bit of an issue. It's okay, we can print new lungs. We have the technology to print new organs. Alright, unfortunately I think we're getting hit with friendly fire right here. Oh boy. Ladronis is getting smashed pretty bad. Let's pull Ladronis out of here. Alright, you go over here. We'll get, get Garmin here. Okay. Risten is holding the line. Grubby's holding the line. Oh my goodness. This EMP shield's nuts. I'm gonna pull Bearsuit in. Maybe pulling inside might help out a little bit. Okay. Unfortunately, Risten went down. I'm gonna pull these two in. Come on. Come on. Okay, they got time. They got time. They're not dead yet. Alright, time to wake up the doctor. A medical emergency mode. Let's start gathering them. Alright. Uh-oh. Risten still died. Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, well, it turns out flinging EMP grenades in there is bound to get someone killed. Okay. I'm sorry, Risten. Okay, so I need these two over here now. Alana's gonna try to tend to their injuries as best as possible. Doing what we can. There's still 4 more mechanoids in here. Grubby's doing his best, but it's a lot. Oh boy. I don't know if we can keep flinging EMP grenades. It might not be feasible anymore. Yeah, surprisingly, like they just don't want to get stunned anymore. I think they've reached. Okay, Grubby's getting smashed in there. The walls are falling apart. Another one went down. Bearsuit's still alive and kicking. Let's see if we can quickly kill the Centurion. Yeah, a mace or some kind of club weapon would probably work a lot better in this scenario. Alright. Grubby's somehow barely taking any damage. Get Chigusa in here, because Chigusa's got the Naginata of Justice. Ixonia's running away. Okay, you get rescued. How is tending to their injuries working? Okay. Atheana's on a daze. Fight's still ongoing. Oh boy. Grubby's still fighting them off. Oh, the Centaurian's still alive, which is the problem. Ladronis unfortunately passed away. We were not able to rescue Ladronis fast enough. Get Chigusa in there. She can at least tank some hits. Come on, Grubby's down. We need another melee beater in there. Come on! You can do it! Oh, we knew it was gonna be rough when the mechanoids decided to drop in. We don't have glorious firepower. We're gonna need better firepower. Can we get Grubby out of there ASAP? Krusty, you quickly try to get Grubby out. You might be okay going in there. This is the last mechanoid. Holy cow, that was nuts. Alright, let's go tend to everyone's injuries. Alright, we have 2 dead, which means I gotta make 2 more graves. Make 2 more graves, just like that. Should be fine. How are you doing, Greywind? Alright. That was rough. Alright, so undraft you. Quickly rescue Grubby. And then undraft you. Doctor, nurse, Alana's managed to tend everyone. We should be okay. A couple of people are super injured, but they can self-tend at the very least. Alright. Who thinks we should start upgrading our weapons to not be useless anymore? I think if we're going to be fighting this many mechanoids, I think it's time that we embrace heavier, deadlier weaponry. As much as it pains me to do so. Well, yeah, also the kill box also sucks. The kill box is pretty awful. I don't disagree. I don't like using kill boxes, but I have to. I have to. Where else would I put a kill box? Oh my goodness, I can finally put here. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of places where they're not able to overfire. How would I... Let's see. How would I design this? Let's see here. Yeah, we need to bait them into the middle. Okay, so here's my thinking. What I'm gonna do is... Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move the kill box, actually. I don't think this is a good spot for it. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it, I have to shut it out, I think, is the main issue. So I could seal this off. I could build it over here. And it should probably be okay. And then the trains can just go straight across. You can protect the trains that way, so... The way... Okay, so hold on, I need to do some other design stuff here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this is going to get a garage door. So vehicle, auto garage door, make it a steel. This is where the train door is. And then we got to redo the kill box design because it's really bad. So let's just not... Let's not rebuild these. And let's see. We can also at least farm these corpses for stuff. And then in here, this is going to be for Ristin. And the other one will be for Comrade Ledronis. Both of whom fought valiantly on the front line. Okay. However, our guests loved their stay here, and they've given us a compound bow. Cool. Alright, let's get these people buried. Alright, so... Nurse has been overworked, that's fine. Let's... Cannot bury... Oh, okay, so then we have to assign... Restricted. Okay. Yeah, that... I mean, like, it was a very bad design. Like, I'm not denying that at all. I realize it's pretty awful. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do... Okay. Because generally you want some kind of cone, right? Or like circle design. So what if we do... Okay, I have an idea. What if we do something like this? It's a little big. It's a little small. Let's go for something bigger. Like this, perhaps? And then we're gonna trim off... I think we can just do like a half moon. I can select everything here. Also, hello there, son. How are you doing, comrade? To cancel those. And then... probably... Oops, did not want to do that. Okay, so then I can expand it out. Because you want something like this, right? And then you just feed them through like a single tunnel. So something like this and this. And then you could probably feed them... because we can combine this with a trap tunnel, right? Something like this. And then that would force them to funnel into this one corridor, I think is fine. Maybe, I think. You probably double up the thickness like right around there. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, that's probably reasonable. Let's try that. I would make it out of other materials, but unfortunately steel is still kind of in short supply, so I'm not willing to burn our steel. By the way, look at our train that's almost built, maybe. Once our builders are ready to slap it down, let's get Comrade Suda. I want Suda to build me my beautiful train. Because it's something we've been working towards, and I'm about ready to lose it unless I get it now. Also make sure we have this thing set to salvage corpses, which is perfect. Anyways, I'm doing pretty good. You missed it earlier, but I was showing off the deck box that I had designed, which may or may not become merch in the future, because, hey, look, VTuber unique design merch, okay? I really want to print it out of wood. I really want to print it out of wood. The main thing is I'm pretty sure not a lot of people would be very interested in buying it. Because I know people buying merch is also, like, already few and far between, and not to mention it's just kind of a 3D print and not anything super crazy, but hey, I can say I uniquely designed it, and it'll come with a... I don't know. Special token, maybe. Hey, look, this thing is, okay, so how do I hook this up? Create train. Save. Couple... Here, okay, so now... These trains are combined. So now we could essentially take this train and travel. The main issue is our road is not that big. We have to build that out, which is a issue. So something we'll have to work on. Let's also bury these people real fast. So I'm gonna have Immortal bury. Yeah, let's have Immortal bury Risen. Okay, you will never do hauling. Okay, got it. Krusty should. No, Krusty's ancient. Drunken Wayfarer is not even the right ideology, which is kind of the problem, so we're just gonna fix that real quick. Okay, so let's have one of you people bury. Steve can bury. And then we gotta bury Ladronis as well. Okay, you're already here. Perfect. Yeah, you have to do like some crazy stuff, and I know you also have to dry that filament out real good to make it work. Railroad has been hit with the Insert Animal Girl Evolves trend for the last few weeks, trying to see when the Rising Stars. What do you mean? Is that like the new trend? I've seen a lot of interesting trends on social media. Like I know at least my feed has been like draw Egyptian girl anime theme is like a trend going on right now. Royal Road, let's see. I'm kind of curious. Let's look at Royal Road's front page. What are we seeing here? Critical roleplay. I min-maxed for endgame, not flavor. The Torchbearer takes a break after 100 years looping. Super Sidekicks of Adventures, Hellhound Evolution. The Magpie, the Arch, Monster Evo. Oh, well, there is a lot of Monster Evo lit RPGs. What is happening? Monster Evolution, Chloe the Zombie, Catgirl Evolution, Demon Evolution, Holy Cow Evolution. Oh my god. You weren't kidding. These are definitely some names. Huh. Also, we gotta run the funerals real quick. She's a cat, and she's a girl, and she's going to evolve. Okay. What to expect? Early slice of life with a puppy family. Villain arc. Evolution. She's a puppy, she's a girl, and she's going to... Horse girl evolution. Wolf girl evolution. Succulent girl? Okay, so now this one's where she's a monster plant spider thing that... I don't know if that's AI generated. It's hard to tell if art here is AI generated, and I hate it so much. Cryptid evolution, vampire evolution. Oh god. there really isn't everything, huh? Where's my VTuber evolution? Where's my VTuber evolution? Lit RPG, isekai, that is apparently all the rage now. You know what? Yeah. Half of them are real people writing for this trend. I mean, to be fair, like, when it comes to things like Royal Road, it is kind of a numbers game, so I don't blame people for writing stuff that's going to get people to click on it. It seems reasonable to do that type of thing, and plus, if they're just having fun with it, then why not? Yeah. Can you imagine if you could become any character you could create as a VTuber avatar? You'd never hear from you can. Why? Wait a second. What do you mean by that? Any character you create, like, what do you mean by the statement? Like, you get isekai'd as like the avatar that you have? Wouldn't that mean you would get isekai'd to a RimWorld? Is that what we're getting at here? Oh my gosh, look at these traders. Oh, this one's got a big... What do you have? Vulcan. Okay, that's fine. We should probably trade with them. Once you finish eating this. Depends on which avatar, fair enough. Fair enough. See, the solution has clearly become is to travel to the far-flung realm of Eorzea. Actually, I was talking to some friends about this the other day, but can you imagine Final Fantasy XIV with VR using one of those Omni treadmills, the ones that go in every direction? Oh, and you have to walk everywhere in Final Fantasy? Oh, the game would be... That would be sick gameplay. I haven't seen the other one yet. Ooh, well, I'm excited to see the new one. Has Lurky seen it yet? I'm gonna assume Lurky's probably seen it. I'm always interested to see, like, what kind of art projects you're up to, because they're always very... You're, like, one of the few people that can do the art for the model and also rig the thing, which is a unique skill set that most people don't have. And also the fact that you're doing a lot of RimWorld modding on the side just makes it even crazier, honestly. Oh my goodness, Immortal's got an infection. Okay, because no one's tended to your burn. Maybe you should rest in bed. Alright, who's missing body parts? We should probably fix this, which is... You're fine, you're fine. Okay, so Chigos has got a bad back. Okay, so Exonia needs a new lung. We should probably look into getting Exonia a fresh lung. One interesting idea you saw AO3 is the Konosuba fanfic where people in the world knew how horrible Aqua's on Cosmo was branded as a heretic the moment he arrived. Too bad it was just prison smut. Oh. I mean, in the end, a lot of things just turn to smut anyways. I feel like that's just the... That's just the norm for certain things. Things gravitate towards degeneracy. So I'm not even in the least bit surprised. We gotta shred those things. Okay, so the main issue is we actually... So, I think Ladronis was one of our better crafters. I need to pick another person to be our crafter. Congrats to Comrade... Let's see here. Congrats to Comrade Bearsuit... Actually, no. Congrats to Comrade Wakabayashi, who is now going to prioritize only crafting in their spare time. And... we have enough people working on plants, it's not that big of a deal. Should be fine. Oh my goodness, Funbound's got a major infection too. Ooh. I think he'll survive. Barely. You're reading Rania, the mortal, the perfectly normal elf. It's been good, recommend it's ended, but each chapter is long. Wouldn't it be better if it's long? Because now you have a lot of things to read. Oh my gosh, I just realized our bird here is also dying. Where did... Oh my gosh, our bird doesn't have an eye or a leg anymore. Oh! Okay, hold on. Let's, You know what, I always forget we need, like, an animal tending zone. I'll just put a few animal sleeping spots, like, right here, and these are all to tend to the birds. Let's go rescue Marmalade. Alright, you're a doctor. I'm gonna start reading Gundam 8. It should be good. Now you've said that, though. What do you mean by that? Also, I need to use this. I've been, like, holding it in for far too long, so I will be right back. I have to go use the bathroom really bad. Alright, I'll be right back. You can watch as our glorious colony slowly starts to evolve again as I try to improve our situation. Alright, give me 1 second. Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird genres out there if you're willing to look for it. Prison smut is only but a small subsection of, you know, unique genres that you can find if you're willing to look for it, especially on websites like the Archive. You know, there's a topic for anything, which, you know, sure, just let people enjoy what they want. That's always been my interpretation of stuff. I do think it's kind of amusing though. I'll start on the way to get better. Jokes amazing. Scene chapter 4 makes you laugh for minutes that starts to hurt. The thing is, like, I don't ever remember reading like a lot of, like, I guess web novels that made me laugh. I was definitely a lot more interested in for like the weird power fantasy that was a part of it, if that makes any sense. It's kind of dumb, but that's what I enjoyed the most about a lot of isekai stuff. It's just, let me see the power fantasy of it all. Like, that's what I enjoyed the most. I don't care if it's stupid. I just want to see it because I think it's fun. Right? If it's fun, then that's all that matters. Can I build this garage now, please? I want this garage built. Yeah, you can find anything. Like, it's like Prison Smut is just like on that same thing. Like, people like that stuff. People enjoy, I don't know, like werewolf content. If your name is Bao the Whale, then you probably enjoy, like, you really enjoy the werewolf wolf boy content, which is, I don't know why that's your entire brand. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's perfectly fine. You can probably run a rail through the Tori. Let's find out. I'm actually kind of curious now. Can I run the rail through the Tori gate? Yes, I can run that. Can I run the sleepers? Yes. Okay, cool. We can run it through. Actually, hold on. I should be able to move this. Oh, you need someone in there. And we need chem fuel for this too, which is a bit of an issue. Oh no, this one's wood-fired, I think. This is a wood-fired train. Okay, so as long as we have enough wood, we can refill it. We do need to chop down more trees and commit more crimes against nature. So let's just commit tree crimes up here. Over here, and probably down here as well. At least be interested, not necessarily good. Interesting, not... at least be interesting, not necessarily good, because there's definitely edgy boring. That's also true. I always think, like, here's the thing. The way I see it, for a lot of this content, if that's the way we're going to describe it, it's like two things. One, it needs to be entertaining, right? I'm not going to read it if I'm going to be bored out of my mind. Two, it has to be... It's got to be entertaining, and it's got to be engaging. Like, you can be entertaining, but not be engaging, because it's like, it's good, haha, funny laughs, but it's not going to keep you invested in watching more of it. Or reading more of it. And for me, I think, like, what I see a lot in especially these power scaling fantasy series, the reason why I don't like reading a lot of them is that they just kind of... I like to read it for the growth of the power scaling. Like, oh, this person started at... Okay, you start at the bottom, right? Your name is Joe Schmo, and you start at power level 1. And then you need your big evil character, villain, is like power level 100. And then for whatever reason, after 3 chapters, they just immediately jump from power level 1 to power level 80. And it's like, but why? I want to read all the in-between bits. I don't care if it's, you know, I want it to be exciting, but there's a lot of room for story development there. You know, it's kind of my biggest, you know, okay, that's actually one of my biggest issues with... We all know what Sword Art Online is. We've all read or watched some of it, right? Oh, there's Daimyo armor. Probably don't need that right now. I think what I want is... I guess we need turrets. I didn't want to do turrets, but I think we're gonna need it. All right. Yeah, I think we have no choice but for this. One of my biggest issues is, like in Sword Art Online, they start the story off floor 1. So if you don't remember, the premise of Sword Art Online is that the players have to go from floor 1 to 100 to defeat the big boss and free themselves from the video game. Okay. The issue is that you go from floor 1, and then it jumps straight to, like, floor 74, I think, is what it was. And I think it jumps from, like, floor 1 to 73 73 to 74. And I think there's like a few stories in between. That's like, this one is from floor 26. This one's from like floor, like 40, but they're like in the second book, not part of the main story, like side stories. And I mean, I get it. 100 floors is a lot to write, and it's going to be a lot of like, here's a boss, here's a thing, here's how we fought it, etc, etc, etc. So I get why they don't include it. Oh man, I feel like jumping, at least in the main book, from 1 to 70 is a little bit of a leap that actually was kind of off-putting. Granted, I still read it and watched it. I actually, when I was young, I thought Sword Art Online was one of the best things I'd ever read. Like, this is the future. I can't wait until this thing is a real technology, that it should have happened approximately like 2-3 years ago. Nope, still waiting for it. Yep. I did not have very good taste in anime. And before anyone says you don't have good taste now, I would like to counter that. I have absolutely quality taste. And that's absolutely not copium. To be fair, you have to remember also, Sword Art Online was... I was basically the target demographic for a series like Sword Art Online. Video games, being a cool edgelord, dual-wielding swords, having a bunch of characters who really want you, that type of thing. It's like that. I was the target demographic for a series like SAO. And now I look at SAO and I'm like, man, this is definitely one of these series of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. It sure is one of these series of all time. And that's kind of basically all I have to say about it. What about Abridged? I don't think I watched or read Abridged. Now, there is actually an SAO retelling that I know that the author's been working on for God knows how long. And it was called, it's not alternative. I cannot remember what it was called. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. What are my thoughts on Kagurabachi? Oh, Kagurabachi is... So I first heard about Kagurabachi. If you don't know, so it says an anime series about... There's this manga series about katanas called Kagurabachi. It is edgy, is the kindest way I'm going to describe it. If you've never seen this, let me show you this one panel, and you will understand everything you need to know about this. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, look at this man. This panel got memed on so bad. Basically, the entire shtick is that his dad died. His dad was a master blacksmith who crafted like 7 legendary demon katanas or something that was used to end the Great War, and now the katanas are like being used for evil. You know, the funny thing is, I've actually been reading this, and it's actually kind of entertaining. Like, it was memed on because of just this specific panel. For whatever reason, people really thought was like super edgy or funny, and so hold on. If I type in Kagurabachi memes, like highest gross, like it was kind of like the manga anime equivalent of Morbius, where it was like considered peak, you know, like ironically. So it just became like a meme. Like every masterpiece has a cheap copy, and then this is One Piece, Kagurabachi over Naruto. I think this is a Super Saiyan version of him. And yeah, it just became like a giant meme for some reason. I don't know why, but I thought it was really funny. And so these memes are actually the only reason I started reading this thing, and I was like, wow, its story is actually kind of intriguing. So anyways, yeah. You got a bunch of other, your character tropes is also a lot of people dying, and just like every other shonen series, you have the characters like, my fated rival, I can't wait to fight you. I need... Oh wait, why did Funbound die? Oh my goodness, I wasn't thinking it. Funbound died of what? Infection? Oh, that's so tragic. Funbound just barely died. 99.8% versus... Oh, I'm so sorry, Funbound. That's tragic. Alright. Alright. The colony gets trimmed down by yet another person. Our stash of individuals slowly shrinks yet again. Let's bury the poor fella properly. Okay, so they're at least building this, which is good. We do need to move the rice inside, because otherwise it's not going to get... Who's set... Oh, no one's at the Hall Plus, huh? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so... Let's see here. Let me just make sure. So you're not allowed to Hall Plus. And then... Who else? Okay, you're not Hall Plussing. And you're not Hall Plussing. The opposer's not Hall Plussing. Everyone else should be able to Hall Plus. And then, obviously, doctors should not have to Hall Plus. So that should be okay. Anyways, continuing. What was I saying? Like I said. Hello there, Jeb Plius. But yeah, anyways, I thought Kagura Bachi was actually kind of mildly entertaining. Would I recommend it to someone? I don't know. Go watch Silent Witch instead. Silent Witch is fun. Silent Witch is cute. I guess it really depends. I feel like my taste in anime has changed a lot. Same with like manga. Sometimes I'll still read garbage. Sometimes garbage is entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with choosing to engage with popcorn fiction, is what I like to call it. Versus, you don't have to always be reading or watching or trying to find the next, you know, Pride and Prejudice tier of like fiction. Sometimes you just want to read something that's bad. Like, you know it's bad, but it's fun. We're gonna buy the medicine, and I will buy... Why are we throwing things at me? I didn't do anything. Sell the bow. Yeah, selling weapons is never worth much. Prestige marine helmet. Shaped like a Roman helmet is interesting, but I don't think I actually want any of this. Alright, that's fine. I want to tell you about things bad. Hello, Kefir. I see you there on the other side. No. Well, because I'm not going to tell you about the stuff that's normal, because the normal stuff isn't super exciting. The bad stuff is memeable. That's why. Okay, that's basically why I don't always describe every single thing I'm reading. Like, are you going to want to know why I'm choosing to read something like... what do we got here on my... Like Kengan Omega, which is basically like dudes, bulky dudes beating each other up with fists and martial arts. I think that's a fun series, but I'm not going to tell anyone really that, hey, I'm reading this. Or Spy X Family. Everyone already likes Spy X Family. I enjoy it. I like child-rearing series. I think that's a fun type of concept. Also, let's get Sonya that fresh lung. I'll make use of synthetic lung. Yeah. Or what else is on my list? There's also things like Asura's Verdict, which is kind of just revenge... I don't know what the right word is. I don't like using the word... I don't like using the word porn to describe thing like revenge porn type content. Like, there's got to be a better word for it, but I enjoy like that one. Focus on child rearing. Does Ray know about this fetish? I would like to plead... What is the amendment? The 5th? Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna plead one of the amendments. The right to not self-incriminate myself. Oh, this applies to all of these. And I think we can also put this one here. We still need an Aurora Core at some point. I guess if we ever find one, that'd be good, but I'm not sure if we'll ever find the Aurora Core. Well, here's hoping we do. That should be fine. The other type of series I unironically enjoy is death game series. I don't know what it is, but death game franchises or series are really enjoyable to me. I get that it's not the most exciting stuff, but you know, reading a series about like a bunch of characters trying to survive these like random death games and trying to not die, I find that weirdly engaging. So, I don't know. I find it fun. Anyways, we're gonna dismantle this entire section. This section can be destroyed now. We don't need these barricades. Let's just destroy this entire section. We shall return this to nature. Okay. Dismantle this, and then we can dismantle The door. Perfect. You really like... don't think Calvin's difficulties came manhwa garbage and you love it. For series like that would be Worm. Interesting also with Grimdark and something you want to bash it against the wall. That the games are done doing by the characters. Yeah, like, basically, I've never heard of Worm. I might need to look that up. I will say, I don't really read manhwa or the Chinese version, too. For some reason, like, personal thing, I mostly just stick with manga because I think it's just easier for me to, like, read, I guess. Although there's a lot of good manhwa that Ray's try to get me into that are also child-rearing stuff. Like, okay, so when I say child-rearing series, I mean something like... Have you ever read, Okay, that's probably a bad example, but there's a series that I really enjoyed up until the time skip called Usagi Drop, and I've talked about this at length before. But essentially the idea is that, hey, this character is now having to take care of... Oh, hold on. I'm not taking that fight. Also, that's not the faction we want anyways. Sweet as Lightning is also fun too. Like, that's a fun one. Because Usagi Drop is actually really good, except once you get past the time skip, and then it just goes completely downhill, and we like to pretend that it doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's how bad it is. Oh my goodness, the Torii Gate actually got destroyed. What happened to the... Wait a second. Hold on, just because this is really weird, I'm gonna quickly try something with... I'm gonna just god mode this real fast. Does this not work? Oh, this legitimately might not work. Okay, there, so that does work. Okay, so I guess you have to build in a certain order and then it works correctly, which is strange. We may need another one of these pulse drills, by the way, I think, just to maximize our steel input. Is concerned when they super curvy appear in Chinese jokes kind of something. Okay, then I probably wouldn't read that too much then. I'm not super into that type, but it seems, at least if you're having fun, then more power to you. What was the other one that I really like? Yeah, so Sweetness and Lightning's fun, and there's another one I really like called it was actually like a fantasy one where the main character adopts like this demon girl child, and it was really enjoyable. I actually had a lot of fun reading it, and then for whatever reason, the author decided, well, what if the girl he was raising wants to marry him? And I'm like, no, stop. Stop this. Just let them have a normal father-daughter relationship. Why does it always have to turn into... And thus the child wanted to marry their father. It's like, no. I can't believe... You know, if I had a penny for every time it's happened, I'd have 2 pennies, but it's just strange that I have 2 pennies now. So, it's definitely odd. It's definitely odd. But I feel about Kobayashi, so I have not... Okay, so I actually haven't kept up with Kobayashi's Dragon Maid in forever. According to my log, let's see. The last chapter I read was chapter 130, which is from 2023, and we're now at chapter 169. This thing is still updating like almost weekly, which is kind of crazy to me. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine. It's not something I'm super into reading much nowadays. The characters are kind of silly. The power scaling in that evolves at a fairly comedic pace, and I think it's kind of fun, but beyond that, it's not really something I'm going to be keeping up with that much. It's just not my type of series. Okay, so the way I think this is supposed to work is if I do... If my understanding is correct, I should be able to do barricades like this. So this will slow them down, right, if I do it like this. And then... I have to do spike traps like this. Something like this works, right? Like a spike trap hall. We'll have to add more, obviously, but I think this works probably fine for now. Like that, right? Oh, and then we actually have to set up defensive areas too. I completely forgot about that. Let's select this. Harvest all this rice before it gets destroyed. And we should have a proper defensive screen by doing this. Well, we'll need to set one up anyways. I think what we'll do is we'll probably just add like a door here. And a door here. And then pawns can just file into the, like the firing range. You know what I mean? Something like this probably works. Yeah, I think something like this would work perfectly fine. Let's chop these trees down. Perfect. This is a terrible design, but you know what? It works fine. Maybe one day I'll do a proper quote-unquote RimWorld tier design, but I think this is okay. Let's also just put hidden conduits everywhere so we can hook this entire thing up to the power grid, and we can do stuff with that as well. Perfect. Oh, you know what I just realized I could do with this? I could turn this into like a reception hall. Like, oh, we have guests have arrived. They can come in here and they can check in. Ah, like it's not going to be functional, obviously, so we're not running a proper hotel, but I think it'd be kind of a cute design gimmick. I think we'll try that. I think we'll definitely do that. Also, clear all here. This is for smoked meats that we have. So, anyways, what was I talking about? Right, series. So, what are the other things that I was reading before? But beyond that, yeah, no, I don't really read too much else. I mean, sometimes you'll see like isekai stuff that's where you start at nothing and you climb your way up, like the bookworm one, Ascendancy of a Bookworm. I can't remember the Japanese title. And honestly, if you get some like good action ones, that's also fun too. Like, okay, I still think one of the funnier series that I loved reading a long time ago. I don't even know if the fan translation is still ongoing because it never got an official English translation for the light novel. Actually, if I say this, people are going to be like, oh, we're going to start judging you. So maybe I don't mention it, so never mind. Not quite rags to riches, but it's more like you start off like at a low tier and you slowly start to climb your way up. Like Ascendancy of a Bookworm is fun. I also enjoy like Isekai Nonbiri something where it's like farming life, relaxing thing, but then the guy somehow develops like a harem of various demi-humans, and it's quite the series. Also, holy cow, there's a lot of these people coming in with some interesting outfits here. Come on. Let's see. How many guests do we have? None. We have 13 beds for them to chill in, but they don't want to stay. Alright, wake up, Ray. It's time to trade with these people. Hey, Sir Baron. Okay. What do they got? Medicine. Don't think I need most of these. That's fine. Also, what happened to my EMPs? Okay, so Bearsuit's got it. Got it. That's fine. There we go. Look at our beautiful protection. What else am I reading? Let's see here. A lot of what I'm reading is... Oh yeah, there was Oshinoko, which we're gonna forget about that. Potion Danomide Ikinobimasu is fine. A lot of these are just weird, strange series that are more isekai garbage. Like, I think there was one I was reading where it's like, this guy gets his powers from gachapon machines. This one gets his powers from... I don't know. It's just, isekai is just weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Isekai is strange. Also, hi Garm. Hello Xanth. How are you both doing? Hopefully you're having a good evening. I'm ranting about various anime-related topics because I don't know how that's a topic, but I don't, like I said, I don't watch a lot of anime nowadays. It's just not a lot of time to do so. The gachapon one? Yeah, the gachapon one's definitely a series that exists. Is the best way I'm going to describe it. Also, we should probably get Wakabayashi an end table. Do we have access to eccentric end tables? We do! Okay, let's get one of these. We get a limestone. I think what we're gonna do, at least for the back here. Oh, we can have a katana stand. Oh. Oh, we could do this. Wait a second. Hold on. I can make this look really nice. Wait a sec. Let's put a... I can't center it, unfortunately, so I can put at least a katana stand here. And then... Let's see. And then an incense holder, like, right next to it. Ooh. And then... I do this right. I should be able to add the temple... Okay, so it would have to look like this. Let's try that. I'm kind of curious to see how that would look. You want to write a short novel from the perspective of a man who really wants to kill Eddie Mansfield, and the whole story revolves around whether the author is nuts or if Eddie is really a secret sociopath. Eddie Mansfield being a fake. Okay, I was about to ask, like, who the heck is Eddie Mansfield? Because I've never heard of the character. You remember this one amnesiac guy gets dropped in the middle of medieval forever war with some modern stuff? I think that was a light. I swear I remember seeing that as a web novel on Royal Road. I feel like that is a thing that was probably on Royal Road at some point, because it sounds like the type of series that would be on that platform. What other garbage have I read in my time? I still think Zero no Tsukaima is kind of peak fiction. That's kind of what started me down, like the whole weeaboo, anime nerd, otaku, whatever word you want to describe, pathway. Whether or not it's a good or bad thing is entirely up to your own interpretation, but I enjoyed Zero no Tsukaima immensely, and I still highly regard it as one of my favorite pieces of fiction. Is it a good series by today's standard? No, absolutely not. Am I still gonna enjoy it? Yes. Also, let's get Ixonia your brand new lung. You need a new lung. Right lung. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's just your first introduction to it. Okay. Also, I don't know why there is a timber shroom here. Let's get rid of this. We should probably floor this out as well. Let's put steel tile all over this. We can afford the steel at the very least. We have lots of steel coming in. Also, what we're going to do is, since we have time, is I'm actually going to send a few pawns here. Well, we should probably at least expand the train. Am I just going to carve a straight path? I guess we're just going to carve a straight path. Yeah. Okay, so we need to build the rail. Okay. I'm just going to carve through everything, and then we'll have to add the... we have to add this thing. The ballast. Okay. It's a little expensive, but we'll get that built, and then we'll try to move the corpse pile somewhere else. Because it's your first, at least non-video game-based isekai. Okay, gotcha. Non-video game-based isekai. Actually, yeah, there was, like I said, there's a lot of lit RPG, and I've always been of the opinion that I don't necessarily like it too much when a lot of fiction tries to go like, what if this character and, you know, what if my story, what if my world had RPG mechanics, like, oh, levels and rankings, and I think I'm a little more okay with, like, the vague letter rankings, like this character is, like, A rank adventurer, or has A rank in, you know, ice magic. Fine, that's okay. But I think once we start getting to, like, hey, this character has highly specific, detailed stat lines of, you know, 500, you know, DPS, or 500 attack strength or something like that, then I'm like, all right, maybe we're going a little too far and we need to stop. That's my opinion on the topic anyways. This is gonna take a while to build out, but it's okay. Once this is all built out, we'll be good to go. Look at Garm continuing to make more. What happened to all of the sake? Did it actually make it? Did it all get consumed? Wait a second, where'd all the sake go? Oh, it's over here. What in the world? No. This should be in here. Make this the important one. Let's fill this thing up with copious amounts of alcohol. Okay. Time for a prisoner. You should not be able to buy weapons, which is weird. No, there should be no weapon purchases. I might have forgotten to turn off some items. Go down to weapons. Oh, it's the AMP weapons. Got it. It's the walker module. Speaking of which, let's build a walker. I think we have enough steel we can justify it. What I need to do is I need to start hauling the steel over there too. Lit RPG is more like skill interface is bearable, otherwise just the dopamine numbers go up. I know, that's basically what it's like. Dopamine number go up, haha, funny, and then you have... the other thing is, like, a lot of them have, like, harem mechanics too, which is like, alright, I guess if you like that thing, who am I to judge? But it's like, wow, a lot of these love having their wacky harem mechanics. And it's like, we need some originality in here. Actually, this is probably a little small. Where do I want to put the walker? Oh, what if we put it near the trains? Ooh, actually. I have a genius idea. Since we have materials for this. Our workers our builders are overworked, which is kind of the other issue, and I can't exactly do anything about that until we get more workers. You know what? We're gonna fix Krusty up. I think Krusty has earned the right to be improved. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need... Oh, we can build protective exoskeletons. How do we fix Krusty's dementia? Can I don't think a brain stimulator? No. For severe brain damage only. Would this actually be enough to fix dementia? Would a brain stim help? Let me double check this, actually. RimWorld brain stim. Stimulator just provides basic stats. If they have Alzheimer's, the simulator is a massive downgrade. You need to craft an AI chip. Okay. That's a bit of a problem then. Make a oh, we can make a... Okay, hold on, what is this? Amplified mobility platform, PF3, arbiter-powered frame. You know what? Let's build one of these. I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what this one looks like. That should be fine. You should be able to buy a human. You can't buy anything else. Just do exclamation mark. Oh, is the buy pawn not work? Okay, hold on. I see. It was working earlier for some stuff, but if this is not working again... Let's see. Let's see if this one works. Let me try it. Okay. So that command works. You should be able to just do exclamation mark pawn. Why am I... Alright. Well, okay, now I can leave. Alright. So we know the command works, so you should be able to buy in a pawn if you want. If you so desire. Let's also go to production. Oh, industrial. Furnace will allow us to... Okay. Alright, Space Case, let's take a look at your pawn, shall we? You are a... Elemental P. Okay, you are a 14-year-old eldest caretaker, body purist, abrasive, easily amused, jealous, and great memory. Pretty good passion in cooking, and okay at basically nothing. But in due time, you'll become a fantastic pawn. Exonia's got the anesthetic, which is fine, because we just installed a brand new lung into your body, so hopefully your breathing is even better. Yeah, your breathing is actually super good. Alright, let's also check what else is missing parts. Ready? We're gonna check every pawn. Okay, so Bear Suit needs a new spine. Krusty is a walking mess at the age of 87. Garm needs a new eye. Okay, so at the very least, I think we need at least one new eye. Okay. The Tanuki Shogunate is attacking us. Oh boy. Also, Kefir's joined us too, so let's take a look at Kefir's pawn. H-I-J-K... H-I-J-K... Okay. You are a 34-year-old gifted burnout, a hunter. Too smart for your own good, good hygiene, cannibal, cold tolerant, and heat tolerant. Wow, you love the extremes of temperatures. That is 19 very angry humans after us right now, and I did not properly get to set this up yet, so I'm not sure how this engagement's gonna pan out, but I think what I have to do, this pains me to do it this way, is I have to do it like this. But he doesn't even have a helmet, okay. Just draft all these people here now. Let's get everyone into the home zone before Atheana dies. That'd be good. Come on. Okay. Let's get everyone inside now. Unfortunately, Grubby is our last remaining heavy knight, and we may need to get another heavy knight at or heavy samurai at some point. The question is, who is going to take the role that Riston once held in this colony? You know what? I think it might be Comrade... Ooh, who deserves... You know what? I think Marksman would get upgraded into becoming a heavy... into a heavy samurai, so we may need to build... One, we're gonna need a new katana. So let's get a new katana going. Or do we give Marksman and Odachi. I think we'll give Marksman and Odachi, and we'll need the samurai armor. So what did we use that? We did at least one kabuto, which we make out of steel, and Odachi we make only out of steel. And what is the rest of your armor kit? Is it just another do? So a heavy do. Okay. Make this out of steel as well. The finest of metals. Okay. So unfortunately, I didn't get this set up in time, so hopefully they're just gonna run at us, and then I can just slap them silly as they funnel in through this giant, tiny corridor, and we just gun them down, because I don't have any other solution here. Drunken Wayfarer, get out of here. You don't have a weapon. So Grubby has to hold the line. We did not set up most of this yet. I did not watch Blue Samurai. I've seen clips of it, actually, recently, and it looked pretty interesting. No, Drunken Wayfarer, come back. That's not what I meant. Have a good night, Kahila. Rest well. Thanks for swinging by. Hello, Ladronis. You died in the last engagement. It was very tragic. Alright, so I don't know if this is enough to fight this off. Worst comes to worst, we can pull back. At the very least, we have multiple shotguns and rifles ready to go. And a lot of archers ready to slap down. But again, we did not set up this defensive line quite well enough. Okay, so hopefully we can just win by controlling this very tiny corridor. I'm gonna need more melee fires. Dream Mag, get over here. Chigusa should also fight. We don't have enough guns, and not yet anyways, but I think it's time that we embrace firearms. Okay, you're tired. Oh, actually, we're gonna have Marksman spam flashbangs. I just realized probably the best solution for Marksman is to stand right over here and just fling flashbangs in that corridor. Assuming everything goes right, let's see. What's the radius of this explosion? 3. Okay. Alright, they're attacking. Let's see if we can hold them off. Question is, can we hold them off? But unfortunately, Jonas, you did die. You fought valiantly in the front lines, but it was not enough to survive. Alright, we're fighting off 19, and we have our group of 14, which I have high hopes for our numbers, primarily because we have guns. We got assault rifles and shotguns and a large amount of bows. Okay, so unfortunately Marksman can't seem to hit a grenade correctly. Wrong button. Oh no, we're smoked. You know, okay, you know, just pull out your main weapon. Okay. Bonk, bonk. All right, there's at least a few traps we're gonna walk into. 1. Why am I hearing damage? Oh, they're trying to break through the south and destroy our garage door so they can destroy my train. Okay. Interesting. Where are they going? Are they going a different route? Like, oh, you know what? Hold on. I know what I have to do. Hold on. I forgot to keep this open. That's why. Because they're looking for a path, and now they found a path. Okay. Yeah, they were looking for something to destroy, and I know why, but now I think they should be moving to the correct pathway. Those guys aren't going to move. We'll have to find someone else to defend against that. That's fine. Probably have Badger fight them off if I have to. Drunken Wayfarer doesn't have a weapon. Immortals can't fight. Space Case. Kefir doesn't have a weapon either. However, we do have spare Naginata, but you don't. You have enough melee stuff to grab one. That's fine. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can fend them off here. They're piling in now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if Grubby just stands here and we just unload large quantities of bullets, we should be fine. Unfortunately, getting friendly fired is not ideal. Oh. Well, that's pretty rough, actually. Holy cow, they are cutting through Grubby's armor. Marks was also taking a bit of damage, too. Let's move over here. I don't know how that guy caught on fire, but Grubby is definitely taking a lot of damage. Okay, they've given up on that side. Alright, they've all given up. Perfect. Your injuries are large, but not life-threatening, except for the fact that you're bleeding out. That's fine. I don't know why Ray's sending me an XD emoji on... That's very interesting. Let me drink my water real fast. You want red armor? So you can dye your armor once you get armored up. Just keep that in mind. You have the option to do so. Your stats aren't very good for fighting though, which is a problem. We can train you to fight, but you don't have a passion in it, which is the real kicker. Yeah. At the very least, you can just use the command. Okay, Ladronis has rejoined us as well. Let's take a look at Ladronis' pawn. What are you? You're a herder who grew up to be a healer. Stiff, constantly bemused, temperature intolerant, tough, and hygienic. You're a pretty good melee fighter, so we're going to give you a stack of armor and call it a day. And those people just gave us Glitter World Medicine, which is crazy. Yeah. I'm not going to say no to Glitter World Medicine. That's insane that they would just hand me that. Okay, and then everyone's just unrestricted. Go. Okay, let's continue our production because we're desperate for more stuff. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all these chunks, though. Because I'm too lazy to turn them into actual bricks. A mattress tester? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that's your backstory. It's okay. Okay, Athena, we're all old. The inexorable march of time comes for us all. It's only a matter of time. It's coming for us all. Alright, there you go. Your pawn is now a female. Yeah, we probably need to change her face, though. Let's change her face. Let's give you, like, that sleepy look. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Let me crack my back, too. I'm sorry, I'm like breaking down. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what it is, but my back's been, like, achy a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm just not sleeping in a correct position. Have a good night, son. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it. But yeah, you missed us. We fought off some mechanoids. We survived somehow, and unfortunately, it rains all the time, so we don't get a lot of stuff here. And we have so much to build. We're trying to build this giant railroad that spans all the way to the edge of the map, and then we can actually. What I'm gonna do is I probably should set some people to build a train. In fact, I think we can justify sending at least one person. We're gonna send Drunken Wayfarer off to build a railroad, and we will assist with Steve. Yeah. I think those two should be enough to at least help expand this. Yeah, this is the Rim Train mod that you might have seen on the workshop. I haven't really played it myself too much, but it's fine. I think it'll be cool to just try out anyways. We're trying to expand everything, but you can see there's a lot. Also, where did this meteor come from? Holy cow, it destroyed my rice crop. Oh, right, and they destroyed my vent, so that's no way that's getting properly vented, which means I have to build this now. Okay. So now what I should be able to do is I should be able to take this train, the Hachiroku, and we should be able to just... Oh, that's... Oh, that's just... I don't think that's how trains move. Wait, does it actually follow? What is happening? Oh my gosh. What is happening? Okay. We're gonna take our train. I'm just slap it with some wood. How much per... Wait, how much does it need? 24 per day. Oh, I need a lot of wood then. Alright, let's recall the train back to its correct position. Oh, that's really funny. This... Okay, so it can't path there, so I actually need to destroy a good chunk of this. This is cursed. So it can't path in there, which is really strange. Okay, we may need to figure out how to make this look a little better. It's a little janky. Needs wood, the jokes write themselves. Oh, you think you're such a funny fellow there, Xanth, huh? Just because you can say oak and wood and make funny jokes? Hey, by the way, anyone who's joined us recently, you want to see something really cool? I'm going to keep showing this off, by the way. Would you like to buy an Institute branded Magic the Gathering deck box that holds 100 cards and has a spot for a hard case that you can use to show off your favorite card? Like this. Oh, I designed this myself completely in Fusion 360 and actually printed the dang thing. And I'm probably going to do another print in white and then try doing wood filament prints later because I think wood filaments would be sick. Wood filaments would be wicked sick, and I want to try doing that at some point. Anyways, it's cool stuff that I was designing. Then I'm going to definitely work on it a bit more. You want one? All right. Well, I don't know how I'm going to price it at is the problem. It's like, I mentioned it earlier, but the walls on it are thick. It's like it's like 8mm thick walls. So, if anything, it's durable. Very durable. But it's also just really big and massive, so we'll see. Also, okay, do we have the heavy armor yet? Why are we making... Oh, please don't use plasteel to make naginatas. That's not what we should be doing. Okay, I don't know how many naginatas we made out of plasteel, but that's a concern. We should only be making them out of steel. Okay. Let's move this up. I want to get marksmen geared up for what they need to be doing. So yeah, anyways, I designed that in Fusion 360, and I was like, ooh, this would be kind of cool to like hand out as merchandise, or sell it as merchandise if people would be interested in it. But again, it's a little expensive and time-consuming to manufacture, but that's fine. Don't know how long it took to print. It took about 8 hours. It took 8 hours to print, and had a few color changes or filament swaps, which is a thing that my 3D printer can do. It can swap between different filaments, which is a very cute gimmick. Okay, so this is fine. Colonists needs names. It's fine. We ignore this for now. I think the problem is that building this defensive area takes forever, because turns out limestone spike traps take forever to manufacture. Same with barricades. Turns out brick anything is just hard. We gotta get rid of these plants at some point too. Probably chop them. It's a hobby good? What do you mean? I mean, it's technically a hobby good, but it's one of those things that, like, hey, if you like it, you can use it as what it's meant for, and that is to be using it as a deck box to carry your deck around. I have it next to me. I may have gotten multiple layers of super glue on my fingers, but that's fine. Who cares about that type of thing? You know, I think we need a repair shelf. I'm gonna get the repair shelf so Alana's magic tech mod can help us repair our garbage gear. We also need to find a Persona core so we can get the Aurora core, but I don't know if we're gonna be using that mod that much, or the eccentric tech this run too much. We may need to do another run where that's kind of the hard focus, but oh no, oh man, remember Waterworld? We should do Waterworld again. Actually, what I need to do is I need to start thinking, what's gonna be the next theme after this colony? I actually don't know, and I've been trying to think of like what would be a fun concept for our little adventure here. Do we want to embrace, or what's next after this, right? Also, holy cow, I just realized this is like rubbing against the top of this, but that's not a big deal. Okay. Cyberpunk Corpo Empire. Like, what are we selling to people? Drugs? Weapons? Do we want to do a run where we focus on... I'm not going to do Void. I know Void's been brought up like a bunch of times, but I just refuse to play Void. Maybe one day in the far-flung future I can be convinced to play Void, but as far as I can tell, that's not happening anytime soon. Like, there's nothing that's currently enticing me to play Void. As much as entertaining as it would be. I should have so much Ashigaru armor. What we need is more... Okay, so let me do this real fast. So, Ladronis can fight. Space Case, you have your armor already, and you have Passion and Melee. Kefir, you can definitely fight, and we're gonna have to give you another bow. Archipelago... Oh, Archipelago World with Grav Ship Transit. You know what? I think I could get behind that. I think I can get behind that. I don't mind doing another grav ship run, but I definitely want to try to think of how I want to approach the grav ship. I was looking at the multi-floor mod, which I know we've talked about is very buggy, but it does work with grav ships, and you can make a multi-floored grav ship. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I strip out a lot of the mods and we just go fairly simple, I think it could be kind of fun to give it a shot. And we could basically just theme it as like, we're building a luxury grav ship liner, you know, a cruise, as you might say. We're cruising around the world. I think that could be an interesting concept. We could do like 100 size, 100 coverage world archipelago type, and try to make it all the way to the what's it called, 2-hour escape as usual. I think that'd be kind of fun to also potentially give a shot to. The other thing is I could do the Arco Nexus ending, which I've never done before because I just straight up refuse to do that ending. Yeah, cruise liner grav ship. Doesn't that sound kind of fun? I think it's a kind of a cute gimmick at the very least. Something different. Something interesting to give a potential shot. Did we build the power wall? Oh, we did not build the power lines here. We gotta get the power lines down all the way there so we can actually lift that up and we can get the rest of this built. Oh, I am running out of limestone blocks. Holy cow, I did not realize we were that low on limestone. Okay, that's that is a concern. Gonna need more limestone chunks, and I think we may not have any on screen easily accessible. We have mostly granite. There's a couple limestone here, but it's all the way up there. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect we'd actually run out of limestone. That's a twist. Still need the wood too, which means we have to... Oh my gosh, we actually don't have limestone. Well, we're gonna replace all of it with steel eventually. We just don't have that much steel to justify that yet. We actually have a lot of steel, which is very interesting, but we just don't have the limestone necessary. What we'll do is we're gonna carve out... Let's carve out this hull. Like this. A cruise liner with a crew army. Exactly. Wouldn't that be an interesting experience? Honestly, what I wouldn't mind is starting a run at higher tech. Instead of having to, like, you know, work our way up through the tech tree, what if we just start, not with everything unlocked, but at least some stuff already ready to go? So that we can just kind of go right into the gather resources and expand. Speaking of other stuff, you know what I've been playing a lot recently too? You remember that Minecraft mod pack that I played on stream? Holy cow, that is a lot of people who are sick with muscle parasites. That is insane. Oh my gosh, look at all these people with better... That's not good. I mean, muscle parasites won't kill them, but it's not even the fun nanites, it's the... This thing just makes you feel bad and sick and not very good, and you're just gonna be awful. So, this is bad. Okay, we also gotta trade with these people too. Are they guests or are they just traders? Okay. Most of these people don't have the capacity to talk to humans. Yeah, it's always diseases. Basically, what kind of disease do you want? Is it infections? It's never fun. The game likes to give us the pain options. Alright, I'm gonna buy their meds. And... I don't think I actually... I think I just sell them a single... blue fur howdy, because I know we can get more of those relatively easily. Perfect. They usually don't have much to trade, which is a bit unfortunate, and we can't even... Is the sake still here? Oh! Oh, it's actually... Okay, got it. It's a different form of sake. It's this one. Wiz sake... I don't know what mod this is from. What is this one from? Okay, it is the VGP one. Okay, so let's haul that one out of here so we can actually sell this thing. And let's also install this light over here, and then there we go. No, that actually looks kind of nice. Okay, so basically our entire colony is sick. Because now Alana, Space Case, Bearsuit, Marksman, Badger, Ray, Suda. But yeah, almost every single person in the colony is sick. Our hospital is not nearly large enough to fit all of these sick patients. The more annoying part is that some of them might be doubled up on diseases now. Yeah, like someone like Suda here is doubled up on diseases, and that's a problem. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn off firefighting for everyone. Just no need to do that. Okay. And now there's a mad quail. I think we're gonna lose a bunch of people just because managing all this disease is gonna be really hard. I don't know if we have enough. Okay, so have you tended to yourself? Okay, you should tend to yourself. You did already, okay. So I think Alana will be fine. Just gotta tend to everyone else real quick. Okay, tend. Alright, so you're fine. You're fine. You're... Okay, Marksman's got the flu also. Okay. Who else needs to be tended to? So these are all tended. Okay, we're just gonna go through this one at a time. Actually, wait a second. Is there like a... Oh, I don't have the medicine tab mod anymore. Ah. Okay, so Badger's gonna be okay. Is Ray sick? Ray is sick, but she's been tended to, so she's fine. Just get ahead of this now. Okay, so these people have not been tended to yet. Okay, so tend to Suda. And... Chigus also needs attending. Food poisoning and tending. Okay, then Kefir also needs it too. And then Bearsuit needs it too. Holy cow. This is one overworked doctor. You know what? I think that's fine. Maybe I won't just say... I do kind of agree. It's a little ridiculous how often it's happening. You know what's funny? I already reduced the disease chance by 50%, and it's still happening far more than I would like it to happen. It's kind of strange. Never actually used some of these other ones too. Alright, why don't we let's drop this down to 25%. And let's change the average days between event to 1.5 days. So it's not like every single in-game day. Just let's give it a little bit of time to stew, you know what I mean? I think that'll be fine. I think the every single day an event is a little too frequent. Okay, we're gonna hope that everyone survives this. Dreammag somehow avoided getting sick, and so did Drunken Wayfarer and Greywind. They're the only ones who are not sick after all of this nonsense. However, this means a lot of our colony can't do work because they all need to get healthy again. But that said, even if they're dying of a little bit of a sickness, they can still at least slam out some of the other projects that need to be done, hopefully. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bad position as we can't defend ourselves. This needs to be replaced with my favorite structure, embrasures. In fact, I'm probably going to make the steel embrasures. Yeah, give me embrasures. Yes. Delicious, delicious, overpowered embrasures. Actually, now that I think about it, has Combat Extended been updated yet? I know that's one of those things that, like, they were waiting. It's been a while, and I know they're like doing some testing, and people are like, when 1.6? Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Nope. Not yet. Yeah, we're not going to touch that then. I think I'm just not going to touch that until it's ready. Anyways, we have this PF3 Arbiter powered frame, so I'm going to give this to someone who just maybe joined us and wants a funny toy. Let's see here. I'm going to give this to someone who just joined us. You know what? I think Drunken Wayfarer... Actually, Drunken Wayfarer's been here for a while, right? I have a funny idea. Also, this one should be Wakabayashi's bed. Drunken Wayfarer, I have a fun toy for you. You didn't join us yet, but I think you can have fun with this. How do I put this on you? Oh. Oh, I think I'm missing something. I'm missing another object. I need reinforced frame, stamp component, powered X. Not that. Material engineering. What is the thing I'm missing? Wait, how do I actually put you in this thing? The PF3 Arbiter, powered frame from Mobile Dragoon. Create a machine. Okay, so we made it a machine table, so we have that, but it needs to be attached to you with a specific object. Oh, we need this thing, I think. Alright. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a new area right in here. I was gonna put it down here near the trains, but I think putting it over here next to the storage room / right next to the throne room might be a bit better. Actually, let's put it down here. Probably makes more sense down here, wouldn't it? Because there would be direct access to steel. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, right? Yeah, let's put it... Yeah, let's just build it in here, it's fine. We're already like partway built. Just gonna dig this out if we can. Just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna slam down a maintenance gantry. Massive little thing. And then I can put a module shelf next to it. Storage repair. Okay, so maybe... Better idea. Let's put it, put it in the middle, actually. And then you can put scaffold stairs next to it to make it look appropriate. I don't actually know what these do. Which kind of factors? Okay, so these reduce the time to put additions on. Okay. And then I have to put a module shelf and then a payload shelf. And then I think the way this works is that we should be able to put you into this thing. It's basically a giant mech suit, so that's right, we're embracing modern technology and getting mech suits. Alright, I don't know why these pawns don't want to eat on their own, but I don't want Alana to have to keep going around and feeding people when she herself is sick and dying. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to tend to. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough. Oh, more guests. Alright, come on by. Let's just slam this out. Hopefully we can dig this out quickly. Thankfully, Immortal does have mining skills, so we're gonna have Immortal quickly at least chop this up. And we'll see. Your hard realism space sim just announced an arcade DLC. What's the DLC? Or what's the game? Is it the one you linked on Discord the other day? The mining one? I can't remember what it was called, but I remember you linking something on Discord, and I was like, that's a interesting game. Yeah, Delta V, that's the one. You know, that reminds me, I have not played Star Sector in a hot minute. We may need to do a Star Sector stream at some point in the near future. I've been kind of lazy and I haven't really worked on the Necrograd mod in quite some time, just because there's so many other things that are happening. But I feel like I do need to at least come back to that and try at least working on it. I didn't forget about it, trust me. One day we will return to... I will get that out. When is the Shogun reenactment? We have to prepare for season 2. I've not even seen season 1. I need to sit down and watch that show. I've only heard fantastic things about Shogun. Just have not had a chance to watch it. Oh, so where is Marksman? Okay, so hold on. We're gonna assign Marksman's kit. Congrats to Comrade Marksman. You are now being given, well, the Samurai kit. The only exception is that your weapon is an Odachi and not a katana. May your heavy armor protect us in these trying times. Yeah. Where's the heavy, though? I don't know why Wakabayashi has it, but you should not have that. Drop that. Okay, let's give this to Marksman. And the Kabuto should also be... Who has the other one? The Dronus does not... No. Drop that one. And then... Okay, so then Marksman should... There. So now Marksman has the heaviest armor that we can provide to any of our pawns. Okay. Yeah, but I do need to watch Shogun at some point. Okay, so how does this work? So I need to build a module shelf, which requires me to chop off parts of the wall. So I'd like you to chop 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, how does this actually work? So I need a okay, so I need to put module shelves, which is what actually stores the various objects that people will use. And I think we can put the arbiter powered frame on it, and then we can start manufacturing attachments, is the best way to describe it, to our funny stash. Okay, so automated repair's almost done anyways, that's fine too. So anyways, I forgot, I did mention this earlier, but we are doing 2 more streams of... We're doing another stream of Bannerlord. I actually had a lot of fun with it, and I've been playing my own personal save file of Bannerlord. No mods, obviously. Just to kind of see, you know, what's going on. How do I play this game properly? And it was actually a lot of fun, just roaming around and chopping up bad guys and committing medieval crimes. And I heard there's like a crazy end state where you're participating in giant battles and sieges, but I've not reached that point yet. I'm like maybe only day 20 in my run. I'm not sure what end game is considered in Bannerlord, but I guess probably a lot further along than that. So it'll definitely be fun to give a shot when it's time. Oh, this flu is driving some of these. It's a little rough still. I think Alana beats the flu. That's okay. It's whenever you join a kingdom. Oh, so I do have to commit and join a kingdom, huh? I can't just be running solo the whole time. I'm required to join someone. What is a dock point? Oh, jeez. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Where is... Okay, so Moral's gotta cook the tea. That's fine. Most players become solo after leeching off an existing player. Oh, okay. I mean, making your own kingdom sounds like a lot of fun, though, right? You can name whatever you want. You have your... It's story building. Do as you desire. And let none others tell you how to survive in this realm. Okay, there we go. So, I want to see how this pans out. So, now we have the module shelf. Can I put someone in here? Not yet. No exosuits available. Okay. So, how does this work? Okay, so we can put the modules in here. I'm gonna haul this. Let's have Garm wake up and do this real quick. Okay. Oh, okay, that's fair enough, yeah. So we have a module here. So if I go to Drunken Wave, okay, so Drunken Wave is nothing, right? Select the exosuit, add a core. How do I add a frame? Okay, I don't know how this works. So this maintenance gantry, I think, is how we modify, but not actually how we put someone in. There's got to be another thing I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something with how this works. Don't think I need to go down this tech tree. I should be able to just hop into it. We don't need Mobile Dragoon. That's just the different weapon pods that we don't care about. We're not getting any of this weapons or armors, so that's fine. Yeah, none of this matters. Yeah, I don't know how we put someone in here. Exosuit. Core. Can I select gray? No, no core frame. This guy, I must be missing something. Oh, here we go. Ah. Okay. Now we're looking at stuff. Okay, so we can add modules to this thing. What kind of modules am I allowed to add? Okay, so we have the powered frame. And then I can add weapons. Exoskeleton dagger. An EFP suit. So even if we have this thing, it still needs... Let me double check this thing. Let me read this real quick. Auto repair. Set owner. You can assign a pilot to this thing. Okay, so they still have to hop out. It's not like a war casket where once you're locked in forever. It's a Drunken Wayfarer in here. So if I send Drunken Wayfarer in this thing, how long does it take for you to actually hop in this? I want to find out. Let's see. Let's watch our dear comrade hop in this thing. Okay, so yeah, you are just in your funny suit. Okay, what does this actually give you? Well, it doesn't have armor, I'll tell you that much. This thing is not designed to protect you. You are protected from temperature because of the kimono. A left arm that can use human tools and a right arm that can install tool modules and balance the weight. Okay. Interesting. So that's kind of cool. We have someone in a mech suit now, which I'm not sure how taking a bath in a mech suit works, but apparently you can. Congrats. You get to be the first person with a mech suit, Drunken Wafer. How does that make you feel, knowing that you are the first of many who will likely get some of these beautiful things? Yeah, I think we're replacing the kimono and other stuff. Getting the mech suits. Yeah, get in the mech suits, Sinji. It'll be fine. Oh gosh, we gotta deal with these corpses too. Oh, we need fire weapons, don't we? Fire weapons would be a huge boon as well. What's this? Let's replace this with this, and let's see what fire options we have. The waifu AI can meet your screaming. I mean, yeah. You don't want to ruin the waifu AI's hearing with your screams of terror as you get sent into... Actually, you're not really much of a fighter anyways. We did not actually give any weapons, but I think the idea is that you should be able to build fast. I don't know what keeps happening, but this thing, I think trying to build a train just keeps ruining the wall. I might need to look into that, but that is a little frustrating because I'm not going to build my... You know, I don't want this to be happening all the time. Otherwise, I might just build a wall and say, oh yeah, there's technically a gate there, you just can't see it. But I think attempting to build the rails, just anything under it just, or above it just gets destroyed. Okay, they gave us 7 glitter world medicine for staying. Thank you, dear guest, for giving us glitter. Actually, you build fairly quickly. Does this actually increase... Yeah, does this actually increase your build speed? Let's see here. Oh, it actually does. Yeah, this thing actually increases your speed by 15%. So your construction speed actually goes up because your global has gone up by 7%. That's pretty crazy. Interesting. So, at the very least, we know one benefit of this thing. I mean, it's not a lot, but hey, I'll take anything. Any amount is better than no amount. And I think we're allowed to add modules to this if we want to make it even better, but we don't have access to the weapons because we don't have the technology for mobile dragoons. It would have been cool to get more people in mech suits, but it might be a little difficult. We have most of that tech. Oh, I guess we need a flamethrower. Let's get a flamethrower. Well, we can't afford another one right now, Xanth. These are kind of expensive, unfortunately, so there will be no more mech suits for the time being. Eventually, we might get another one, but for now, we don't even have the space for it. We don't have the wood. We need more metals. It's expensive. And metal just, unfortunately, doesn't grow on trees as much as you'd like it to. That said, I do want to slam out a few more EMP grenades, just in case I have to run into more mechanoids. So at least do 2 more of those. We should have enough components for that, and that should be fine. Probably. I'm not really sure how it works. I know for when you have to get out of it, you need to... Oh, here you go. Can we just untrap pilot and destroyed wreckage, restore structural points? Okay, so There's a HP bar that we have to manage here. As long as that's above, it's fine. But we need to add more modules. We can't add more modules because we don't know what else I can throw in there. Now, we could add an AMP module, which is from, like, the movie Avatar. And then we can add weapons like flamer pistols, random autocannons. But I think for now, we're not going to do that. I think I want to still maintain the theme that we have going on. Unfortunately, a lot of these people don't... Some of these people don't need armor. Yeah, at least some people at least are wearing not armor. Actually, there's a lot of people here who are basically just guards. So, for example, I think Garm will keep allowed to keep firing. But someone like... Yeah, Immortal can't fight. The Dronus can barely fight. Some of these spawns should not be near the front line at all. Like, I think Space Case can never really fight just due to lack of training. I think what we'll do for the Space Case, if we order you to train, then your combat skill will go up, and eventually I can send you to the front line and you can fight in the glory of the Emperor. Also, that is a very interesting ship design. Also, why are there a lot of nude people coming in? Oh. Because they're nudists. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Let's see if we can trade with them real fast. They might have something of note. Especially because these are people coming in from the Vanguard Division. Ooh. Okay, what do we have? We'll buy their components. We'll buy their medicine. A sentience catalyst for Bashi would be kind of funny. I think I just sell another blue for 2 more of these things because we can make more money that way. Okay, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna let the game run because I have to use the restroom again because I have been drinking a lot of water like a good VTuber should. That's right. Tell your local VTuber, drink water or else they're gonna die of dehydration. I'll be right back. Also because I feel like I need a lot more breaks in the middle of the stream now just to kind of stretch. So I'm gonna do that. We'll still be here though. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I really hope that the sickness on these pawns... Oh, jeez, we're getting attacked. Oh my goodness, what happened? What is... Oh, hold on. What is going on? Oh. Okay, well that is, how many? 55! Manhunting foxes. Also, this wall was not... This should have been fixed, so... Yeah, this is not good. That person's probably dead. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna force the fight in this hallway. Anyone with a weapon has to suddenly wake up and fight. I don't care if you're sick or dying of the flu. Listen here, there's a lot of people that need protection, and we have to provide it. I think that guest is probably dead. Alright, so let's get everyone inside, and she's gonna fight them off with a single bookend, and she imploded instantly. Cool. You don't go that way, alright. Alright, so they immediately bugged off. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can force them into this tiny corridor and see if it's enough. But don't let anyone escape outside for the time being until we can try to survive this. I don't know if we have any tofu to throw at them is the problem. We have a lot of sick people, though, which is the other big issue. Alright, everyone out here now. Okay, so we're gonna pull Marksman back one tile. And then we're gonna force them into this. Okay, so that's fine. Then get Grubby over here, too. Grubby can handle Grey Wind as well. Kefir's ready to take position. Alright, here we go. We have to see if we can survive this. Oh, they broke through the other door. DreamEgg's probably gonna go down there. Alright. Ignore this door, leave it be. We'll have Badger stand here. Every archer that can fire a bow, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so you can fight, so at least fire arrows. Okay, Marksman's holding the line. DreamEgg is getting absolutely clobbered right now. Too many to fight off, but we're trying what we can. Oh boy. They're breaking through! Our front line is holding as strong as possible. We don't have any soup to throw at them. No hot pots, no nabedon, nothing. We're working what we got. Use rest. You have to get over here and get ready to fight. Suda, you got a bow. You can fight. Ooh, that flu's rough. Oh my gosh, that flu's really rough on Suda. Okay. Managed to clear off a few of them. DreamEgg's on the ground dying, unfortunately. That's a lot of scratches and bruises. Marksman has managed... I wonder how many things Marksman's managed to kill so far. Marksman has killed what? 32? Okay. Sacrifice Murray Popo from 100% orange juice. Is that how this works? Oh boy. I think we might need to pull Marksman back. Marksman's incredibly durable, thankfully. It's that tough trait. Not to mention Blade Whisper. Actually, what is your blade giving you? Because we didn't give Marksman a new weapon. What is this thing whispering? Fast mover. Oh my gosh. Well, as long as you have this Odachi, Marksman moves way faster. I do know the lore of... Yeah, no, I know the lore, but we don't have we literally don't have tofu. We're not growing any beans. I think we got them all. Alright, undraft everyone. Alright, let's make sure everyone survives this. Okay. A little rough. They're all alive. Yeah, we gotta put out the fires, like, now. Is any pawn gonna put out the fire? Are we just gonna gawk at the fire? I guess we're gonna gawk at the fire. We gotta finish these animals off, too. Oh, there's so many of these stupid things. The problem is that they're gonna eat up... They're gonna just cause, Okay, destroy corpses. Let's go. We gotta do what we can. The problem is that with all these corpses, there's a huge chance that these pawns are gonna get lung rot, which is also not good. Because, wow, who would have guessed having a bajillion corpses like that is probably gonna cause problems. Oh boy. We'll, need to find a way to deal with this. I do not like lung rot. Thankfully, I think once they don't rot for too long, I think. Let's undraft you. Alright, wake up. Okay, Headmaid's already tended everyone, so no one else should be dying. Marksman's dying. I'd like to lie down in a bed. Kick Space Case out of that bed. Okay. Let's get Alana to tend here ASAP. And then, where's Badger? Badger is dying over here of the flu and malnutrition. Okay. This is getting bad. Face mask and protection gas 50% efficiency. We don't have any face masks is the problem. Probably just easier if we just haul the corpses around. Just do that. All the corpses out of the way, and it should be fine. Okay, so I think everyone's tended to. No one's gonna die. But I did not like coming back and seeing that there was a lot of death and decay in my front door. The other thing too is we're short on wood, so we can't actually... We're out of wood and limestone, which a lot of our production requires, so we gotta start chopping down more trees. Every single tree. We gotta commit tree crimes. But we can't even do that because all of our pawns are sick. Oh my gosh. The double disease just really ruined everything because we have to set everyone to bed rest. Yeah, you like your silver sword? Isn't it great? No, it's such a cool weapon. Listen, you have it's for slaying vampires and werewolves, okay? You never know when you're gonna fight a werewolf. We want to make sure that we had an option. You actually have 3 kills with it. You even killed 1 mechanoid with your silver sword. You should be proud. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Okay, that sword is your Kessler syndrome. You've just received a wideband warning of a massive ongoing debris cascade within the planet's local orbit space. Likely set in motion years ago by a freak impact event, the cascade has just recently reached critical mass, and now thousands of years of worth of derelict satellites and spacecraft are coming home to roost. All shuttle traffic has been rendered impossible until the cascade terminates and atmospheric friction cleans out the primary transit zones. The warning says that this could last from a season to over a year. Okay, so basically, we're not getting any guests through our spaceport anytime soon. It's a little unfortunate. I receive radio transmissions. I have a comms console here. We have a comms console. We've been able to communicate with the local space force. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm getting sleepy again. I'm gonna try to stream until maybe 11:30 and I should be okay. I don't know why, but I've been getting a lot more tired as of late. And I'm trying... I don't know if it's because I've been sleeping earlier or waking up earlier, or if my sleep schedule's been adjusting, but man, streaming the 4 hours is getting harder and harder every single week. I'm so sorry. I don't want it to be that bad. Maybe it just depends on the stream too. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm enjoying this colony, I think I'm getting a little... I don't want to say I'm getting bored of it, but I do want to at least bring it to a proper conclusion. Worst comes to worst, and I want to say we want to end it. I'm going to just give Wakabayashi her full honor, and then we just trigger the... We trigger the Royal Ascent quest. So, I will think about that. It is a little chill, and we haven't had to do too much. And it's like the part of the run where it's like, okay, we had to let them just heal up. And once they're healed up, however, I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to add a stupid vehicle garage auto door here, because someone should have had one earlier. There we go. So now, this should be able to open, and we should be able to haul the train out. So where's Sun? I'm going to have Sun hop on the train. Let's make sure this works correctly. Okay, is this thing gonna follow along? Okay, there we go. Okay, so the train is mostly hooked up correctly. Perfect, there we go. Okay. So our train functions as intended. Yeah, there's a point where there's too much chaos and not enough chaos. I'm okay with just mostly chill chaos or controlled chaos. This run has been... Well, it's been a mixed bag of everything, so it's not that big of an issue. However, these diseases are driving me nuts. I think the flu for most pawns is almost over. What do you mean chaos? Chaos? You mean these chaos emeralds, Sonic? Or Shadow, or whoever's got that chaos emeralds. If you've never seen the Sonic movie, I actually highly recommend watching it. It's actually a fun little comedy romp featuring whoever you want. And I actually liked that movie, surprisingly. Oh, I just realized we're missing a tree. I guess that's fine. And maybe we don't set all these corpses on fire. That's fine, too. The main issue is that there's just too many corpses, and it's just a nightmare to keep hauling to and from. Also, I just realized that meteor completely destroyed. Oh, actually, it's fine. I guess that's okay. So what we're gonna do for now is we could try to get another mech suit. I believe a pawn, if they have nothing else to do, will hop into the suit. Or you can just press a button to order them to pilot it. So we probably only need these when it's time to fight. It doesn't really make sense to have to, you know, throw someone into a mech suit if they're not gonna fight, and I think that's fine. Yeah. We need to also rebuild all these walls. We need more wood, so I might have to order some pawns to cut trees down. Okay, you are right here. Harvest this tree, and this one, and this one, and this one. Need someone to sit there and just chop trees down. Oh yeah. Speaking of, I know I talked about this before, but they did make Magic the Gathering Sonic cards, and it's really weird to see that we live in a timeline for my favorite card game where you can be like, I'm gonna play a Shadow the Hedgehog deck, and inside I also have all 9 Nazgul from Lord of the Rings, and also zombie cards from The Walking Dead, and also for some reason there's Venom from Spider-Man, and Sephiroth is the secret hidden secondary commander inside of the deck. It's just so cursed that we live in this timeline. I think SpongeBob cards are also a thing too. I believe you can legitimately play a Gary the Snail deck because it's just Toxrill, who was one of the worst, most obnoxious commanders ever. Yeah, this is where Magic the Gathering has basically been Fortnite-ified, and it's horrible. I hate it. I hate that this is what we've come to. This is what we've come to now. Yeah. The thing is, people like it being Fortnite-ified, which is the most annoying part. People love it. People love having their funny haha combined properties. Thank God you stuck with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is... Okay, so the thing is, Yu-Gi-Oh!'s main issue is that that game is basically impossible to play if you were not already playing it already. There are so many mechanics to keep up with. It's like, I don't know how people, like, if you're a new player, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the most difficult card games to onboard onto. Like, if you imagine this, imagine you were watching maybe up through Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or through the end of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and you tried watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, you would not understand it. Back then, it's like, summon. You normal summon, you sacrifice, you tribute summon, and then you'll maybe do fusion summons or some wacky special summon archetype specific card. Nowadays it's like, yeah, so I'm going to normal summon this monster, which allows me to special summon this monster, then I can overlay them into an Exceed summon, and by Exceed summoning this I can Exceed chain into another Exceed monster, and then detach the materials to then special summon this tuner monster, which then allows me to special summon this other card, and then I can synchro summon, and then from synchro summon you get so much. It's the barrier to entry for understanding Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so incredibly high. I don't understand how people still play this. Like, it's basically people who've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the thing. People who've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time are the ones playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. I feel like, maybe people who played Magic the Gathering and love combo decks. My issue with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a combo-centric game, and there's not a lot of back and forth. It's basically who can bomb the other person first with a bajillion mechanics. High interest, how are you, comrade? Oh my gosh, how's it been? Look at you. And the main format's Eternal. And the main format's Eternal. Yes, exactly. Thank you for doing the shout out. Yeah, we're complaining about card games. I'm complaining about card games anyways. Oh, you're doing Odyssey. How is Odyssey for you? Are you enjoying it? Speaking of Mountain Blade, I've been playing Mountain Blade 2 recently, and it's a fun game. I'm enjoying Mountain Blade. It's a fun title. Most cards have to race to the bottom anyways. I think it depends. I think with good stewardship, a card game can really try to, well, can be a very long-lasting game with proper balance. But the main issue, so here's the thing, right? Here's the way I see it. Oh no, I did a stream last week. I'm gonna do another stream this week. I'm gonna do one on Wednesday. So here's the way I see it. The older card games that have been around forever, so basically Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, are like the big three Also, before I says, hello there, 10 crowd. Anyone else who came in with interest rate. If you're new here, my name is Professor Kashiwa Yukinori. Most people call me Oak. I play funny strategy games and also do like 3D modeling now and other stuff. So if you like video game strategy types, that's what I like to specialize in. I also design stuff now. Look at this really cool deck box that I had designed on Fusion 3D and managed to actually print. This is a proper EDH deck box. It holds 100 cards, and not only that, but has space for a front case, like one of those magnetic shell cases for your specialty show-offy card. Oh yeah, I might sell this as merch one day. Printed right in my own office. Yeah. Playing R18 Fire Emblem, aka the Meister series. Oh, okay. I'm saying that because a few big they give up on the game. Yeah, I just understand Yu-Gi-Oh! But it does feel like every time you're new, you look on to play it. Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so complex. And the thing is, they've actually tried rebooting Yu-Gi-Oh! The game a few times. You had Speed Duels, which is like the format that you had Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links play, where you had a 20-card deck, and you had like 3 Monster Zones and 3 Spell Zones. And I think there's a new one called like Rush Duels as well. The game is really popular, still. I've seen some stores where they are still, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still way more popular than Magic the Gathering. Yu-Gi-Oh! Fills a niche for high speed, high octane.
Hey there, Zergling. Thanks for refreshing your sub, by the way.
Oopsies, I forgot I had that. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I had Interest's Twitch page open up. It's very much you need to. It's very much a combo-centric game, and there are people who enjoy that explosive, who can, like, if you can floodgate your opponent, or you can slap them out, in turn 1, things like that. And I think it's fine. Like, there's a reason why this game exists, and people find it enjoyable. I find Yu-Gi-Oh! At its best when there's a lot of back and forth, and not just hand traps. I think really Yu-Gi-Oh! Started going downhill when hand traps were introduced, and everything could destroy anything. Like, if you can combo into your boss monster in 1 turn and it just destroys and just wipes the board, I think that's a problem. So, I think there's a lot of people still like Yu-Gi-Oh! I like watching Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime series, but I will not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, when turns pass, I think is fine. That's why games like Flesh and Blood are really popular too, and stuff like that, where there's a lot of back and forth. I hear good things about the One Piece card game. You know, the big issue with a lot of new card games is, here's the real issue with modern trading card games, like the ones that come into the scene too early. It's actually not an issue with the card game itself. So here's the thing. The actual issue that you run into with a lot of these card games is actually from the scalpers that actually can kill momentum of any new card game instantly. Here's the reason why. Here's my logic. Let's say you come up with a new card game. We're gonna call it Garlic Cards. Yeah, let's call it Garlic Cards. It's a trading card game about defeating your opponent's garlic monsters and defeating your opponent's life total, whatever. If there's enough, card games want to develop hype, right? So they can get an established player base, right? And they'll usually do like limited runs of specialty cards, like, okay, if you buy the first edition set, you can get like super rare alt art foil variants. Awesome. Here's the problem with that. Now you have the scalpers come in, who are gonna see this and they're like, oh my gosh, there's money to be made here, and they will buy up all the product and sell it back at crazy prices, right? And then the people who actually want to play the dang game are unable to get their hands on product, which then, doesn't help them establish a long-lasting player base. And then it's a self-feeding cycle because, oh, they made a lot of money selling these products, but it was all the scalpers who were buying it, and they still don't have enough people playing the game. So to maintain that level of engagement, with the scalpers, basically, they have to make another set of cards that are going to be appealing to scalpers or high-income collectors. And then, once again, the scalpers are going to buy it all out, and then the people who actually want to play the dang game can't get their hands on the cards. and now they still don't have an established player base, but they're selling a lot of product. But eventually, the people who were going to be interested in it leave, and that's why it's a mess. It's people want to play the game, but if you can't even play the game, why even bother being interested in it? I heard it's happened with One Piece, with I think there's like some other one called like Union Cross or Union Arena. Obviously, the Digimon card game is a thing too. Pokemon, I think, is the worst offender of this one. I've seen clips of like, oh, this person just goes to a Walmart and buys out the entire stockpile of Pokemon cards in front of a kid who just wants to buy some Pokemon cards. It's really sad and tragic. Never pull anything good from card packs. You never really get them. Yeah, exactly. That's also a fair point too. Like, I don't recommend buying packs. Honestly, buy singles. You buy packs if you want to have the gamble feel. And physical cards, people trying to make money off it. Yeah, exactly. V card was okay. V card's a little different. See, my issue with V card, and I have strong opinions on that game. V card is not a card game designed to be a card game. V card, in my honest opinion, in my interpretation, and someone who's played trading card games for basically since the day I could read, V card is not a game that with a gameplay focus first. It is a product designed to sell trading card booster packs. So featuring VTubers. It's a collector's first game, and there is nothing wrong with that. I think if they had marketed it as a collector's first game, I think I would have been less irked about it, but they really wanted to market themselves as like a quality trading card game. But I can't take that seriously when the original rules for V card literally had ante as a rule, where if you lost, you had to lose your like prized waifu card, which was incredibly stupid, because there's a reason why Magic the Gathering doesn't do ante anymore, and it's because it is a gambling law. It's basically they don't want to be considered gambling. Then you can also make all the jokes about how, like, oh, if you lose in V card, does it mean, and you lose your rarest card, is this like NTR? Which I'm sure someone had made that joke a bajillion times already, but yes, you've heard it before. I'll say it too, haha funny. So, like I said, I have strong opinions on that, and I don't like V card as a game conceptually. I think it's a very simplistic game. I think you're better off playing something like Oshi Push, which is I think that one's done by Japanime Games and features the Face Connect people. So if you like the Face Connect people, that's probably what you want to play. You don't want to lose your rare oak and card and get NTR'd by someone who doesn't bathe. Yeah, exact. Oh my gosh. I should just make my own trading card game. I could probably do it. Would it be balanced? Absolutely not, because I mostly know how to design. Like I've designed custom Magic cards before for limited context. I've done that before, primarily just like a fun thought experiment, and I also designed a couple based on VTubers that I have either interacted with or I know, and tried to make jumpstart packs off it, and I think it was fun. I think the thing is, okay, here's the thing too. You have to know your target audience. For example, I am someone who enjoys heavy games that have a lot of like a lot of mechanics, moving parts, things like that. I enjoy games like Root. I enjoy games like Gloomhaven. Basically, if a board game should be played on a computer, I would probably enjoy it as a physical game as well. The thing with V card is that its market is for a specific audience. V card is marketed towards collectors, and the gameplay is secondary, right? So as long as they have the bare bones mechanics, it's fine. And I remember looking at the mechanics, and I'm like, okay, so you have like different elements, and you know they have to do stuff. Okay, so let me hold on. Trying to make custom Yu-Gi-Oh! But the game changed too quickly. Yeah, that's the thing too. Yu-Gi-Oh's way too fast anyways. That's the other thing too. Oh wait, they're already doing a V card. What's it called? Oh, they're already doing their first wait, is Awakened Worlds their only expansion, or is that like the only set? Oh, I guess this is their expansion. Yeah, Rising Stars was the first set, and Awakened Worlds is the expansion, and this features Sayu, Cottontail, Captain Hana, I think that's Onigiri, Laimu. Okay, yeah, it's a lot of these other things too. I mean, that's fair. Like I said, I think I might need to look at it. Maybe it's gotten a little better with the latest expansion. Maybe the gameplay's a little more engaging, but I remember when I looked at it, I was like, this is not terribly exciting. Right? I don't think... Because, what was it? I think the concept was every character in there basically had 3 versions of their card, right? So, it's in a given set, let's say you have, you know, Limes, right? Limelicious, Limu. You're gonna have, like, the level 8 version, a level 9 version, and a level 10 version. And I legitimately could not tell you, like, the main mechanics between but they all have, like, different text on it. Something like that, and I think your goal was you have to overrun your opponent's, like, power, like, level number or something, and that's how you win a fight. Basically, it's a game that you can win, or you can slap down an entire match in about 5 to 10 minutes. Versus something like Magic the Gathering, where you are you're playing wizard poker, and it's gonna take you 15 minutes for one game at minimum. That's the thing. You gotta, it's marketing towards a specific group of people, and I think that's fine. I don't have to like it, and I'm not gonna like it, honestly, from a gameplay perspective, but I can understand why they've chosen to make certain decisions in their gameplay design. Could I make a different card game that's probably better? Yeah, probably. The question is, am I... Well, one, I'm not honestly gonna do that because it's a lot of time and effort. And I actually had some board game concepts that I wanted to flesh out a while ago. It was I actually was working on, like, a tactical VTuber board game. Weirdly enough, I was using Wishy and Whiskey as my testing... Like, I'm not gonna say this to them, but I was like, okay, well, I need a theme, so what if I use tactical VTubers? And those were the first two that came to mind, so I was like, you know, I was drafting up some ideas where it's like you have, the idea was, okay, you pick a character, aka pick one of these VTubers, and it was a cooperative zombie looter game featuring a mission book where you complete a mission, you go to the next mission based on where you ended up, and you have to try to just fight your way out of the zombie field. I was like, okay, I had some initial rules drafted. It was actually kind of based off of another board game that I had played, and I kind of liked how they did certain mechanics, but I just wanted to simplify it and maybe add some of my own customizations. For example, like, okay, each of these characters have a starting gun, right? Very simple stuff, and then you can maybe, as you play, you can swap your weapon based on what you find, or you can even swap attachments based on what you find as well, so you can, you know, customize how you fight. But I didn't get too far in the development, and obviously I didn't have the art assets, and I didn't know how I was going to play test it other than putting it on Tabletop Simulator, but it's a lot of effort to set up a Tabletop Simulator board for playtesting, so never got around to doing much beyond just like a general outline and kind of describing how the rules. And I had like another one too that I had done a while ago, which was like a war-based board game that combined mechanics of Ruse, World in Conflict, and Company of Heroes. So I had a lot of board game concepts. I play a lot of board games. Ask Rave. Me and Rave, we probably own... well, we own like well over like $2,000-3,000 of board games combined. We spend a lot on board games because we enjoy it. Like we love board games, and that's just what I'm trying to get at. So, anyways, the more you know about random stuff, I guess, that I was maybe working on. Who knows? Maybe at some point I'll get around to finishing up these projects one day. I think that'd be really cool, but it'd be tough. It's time consuming to do that, especially with all these other things. Unironically, I try to do it when I'm doing other stuff, if that makes sense. Like, oh, I'm busy with... I brought up the idea. I think if I had an MVP, a minimum viable product that I could show to the Whiskey or Wishy or someone, I'd be like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think? If you like it, I can flesh it out more. Maybe I could do that. I would probably need to sit down for like, you know, half a week So like, if I had like half a week of I'm not doing literally anything, and I'm not gonna get distracted by video games like Minecraft or anything like that, I could slam out an MVP, and it would be fully playable barely, at least to get through like the core mechanics. You'd probably have like, here's 2 missions, here's how you play the game. I think it'd be kind of fun to do. I think it'd definitely be fun to give a shot. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It was, I'm trying to remember like it wasn't quite Zombicide. It was more similar to Stalingrad Z, which is a board game I actually backed a while ago. It's like a cooperative zombie escape shooter board game, which was very tactical, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I was like, okay, maybe we can do something like this. But what I wanted to do was like, okay, I know what these games, you know what I mean? Anyways, maybe I will one day. Maybe one day. Would that be something people would be interested in? A VTuber themed board game? Oh, I have so many things I want to do, but I just don't have time for all of them. I'm spread so thin. I have so many interests, but I don't have time for all of them. How do people survive? I know a lot of them just like, a lot of people just like pick one thing to be really good at, and that's what they're just gonna do for the rest of their days. Me, I'm like, oh, I want to do all the things, but I know that's not feasible. It's tragic. Also, Sun's on the verge of a mental breakdown. Why? Oh my goodness, I left Sun in the train. Whoopsies. Let's get you out of there, buddy. Okay. You're dying. How bad? Okay, because I should not have left you in there, I'm just gonna quickly fix you up, buddy. Just because I accidentally left you in there doesn't mean you have to suffer that much. Okay, there we go. So the malnutrition should go away in a bit. Okay. Whoops. So, yeah, I think I even had I think I even named it. I think I called it like Tacticute or something, because I was like, okay, Tacticool, Tacticute. Ooh, okay, so that's where we're going with this VTuber, tactical VTuber concept. And that's where it ended. I'm not willing to share the draft of it yet, but if I ever sit down and finish it up, maybe I can. I know I can just use tools like Figma to set up to design up a board and all that jazz. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will design like a very basic print and play version. It's like, hey, here's a very basic print and play board game. Let me know what you think, and then maybe we can work on setting this up. Yeah, maybe Wishy would like it. We'll see. Or Whiskey. Or Wishy. Both, maybe. I gotta figure out what to do with these corpses. There's so many corpses here. Actually, hey, look at our mech room. I actually kind of like this. Oh, this actually looks really nice. Can I add more? This actually looks a lot this actually looks a lot nicer than I was anticipating. I think if we got better mech parts, that'd be good. Holy cow, we just don't have wood. You know what? I think this train should be maybe fueled by chem fuel. In fact, what I'm gonna do. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Fun fact, did you know that this actually doesn't exist? Did you know it was actually replaced by the wood-powered version, the chem fuel-powered version, when you weren't paying attention? Crazy how that is sometimes. It's still the same one, though. Hachiroku. Perfect. And then we can just fill that with all the chem fuel that we're manufacturing off of our beautiful... This train is powered by poop, is the kindest way that I'm going to describe it. And I think that's fine, because we need the wood for basically everything else. Yeah, because we're short on everything. We can make flamethrowers now. I guess we should probably set up... Oh yeah, these are like deteriorating. Okay, so maybe we should set up a proper defense system. I feel never hurt anyone. Exactly. Game mechanics, you think chem fuel is closer? It is probably closer to coal than wood. I think it's fine. Chem fuel is just, we have a lot more chem fuel that we can freely use. Wood is more restrictive because we need it for everything. Also, this poor bird. Actually, I'm kind of surprised it can only... I'm surprised this bird doesn't just flap around everywhere. It actually moves at 50% speed despite the fact that it's missing a leg. Okay. I would like one more firearm. Who gets the next gun? So Ray got a gun, Steve got a gun. I'm willing to give one more person another gun. Who is worthy of a brand new firearm? Who has the shooting skill to justify it? I think a Ronnie can probably justify getting a gun. Alright. So for Ronnie, we're going to give you another... Okay, so Ray's... what do we want to give you? A sniper rifle. Maybe we'll give it to Garm, actually. Okay, Garm gets a sniper rifle. Your shooting is not super exciting. Probably workable, though. That's probably fine. Also, holy cow, I really need to get the rigging on this model redone, because sometimes the arm just glitches out and I don't know why. Maybe one day. So many things I want to do. Anyways. I'll think about maybe working on the board game concept a little bit and seeing where we go from there. But is this going to be another thing that I'm going to drop after some time? Maybe. We'll see. I definitely would like to think about it. What was the kind of see once? My pawn... something. It should be in the commands. My pawn skills. That's what you're looking for. Yeah. Perhaps not as effective, though. I mean, who knows? Listen, it's not about whether it's super effective, it's whether or not it's fun, and I'm here all about fun. Also because I can give your gun funny parts. That's right, I can customize your weapon. We can give your... Let's see, we can give you, for example... oh, wait a second, EMP launchers is kind of crazy. We can give you an 8x scope. We can probably give your sniper rifle a drum magazine. Extended barrels. Probably high power rounds. Or even heavy rounds or something else. A lot of options here. High power rounds, enhanced armor penetration, heavy rounds. Yeah, a lot of choices. I like the gun customization mod, but I know it's not combat extended compatible, so eventually we're not going to be able to play with it anymore. Which is a bit of a shame. You could use the gun. Do you have the shooting skill for it? You do have shooting skill, that's true. I don't know why we have you with the Naginata. We'll have to get you a better weapon. We'll need to get you a different weapon. I think once we get more... I do want to keep a number of people on bows as long as possible. How many pawns do we have? We have 24, which is a lot. It's a little much, but it's workable. I'm going to get the steel out of here. Look at all that steel. We finally... This thing is so good. These pulse drills are just so good. The thing is, we still can't make an AI core, which is an issue. Let's see. If I go to automation, magnetic tape, I don't think we care about most of these. Is it advanced furnace might be useful? That's fine. We could. Well, the problem is we actually don't have that much limestone. I actually need more limestone. If anything, you can make it out of granite. We have a lot of spare granite sitting there. Also, we need to do the leadership speech. It's been a while since we had to do this. Let's do this real fast. Garm needs medical treatment. Why are you dying of? Muscle parasites. Also, you're missing an eye. We should probably get you a new eye. Thankfully, we have enough materials that we can just make eyes out of the blue. So let's get you a bionic eye, and then we're going to upgrade that into an advanced bionic eye. Oh my goodness, well, I guess I'm not sleeping anytime soon. Hello there. Oh, we've not met before. Your name is new to me. First time playing RimWorld. Hold on, I pull up your channel real fast. Hello there, Pastel Apocalypse. Good evening, comrade. How are you doing? Also, there new Gamer Peter and Nitro Cannon Russell and Hayes Smith. Oh my gosh, how are all of you? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it very, very much. For those of you new here, I'm Professor Kashiwa Yukinora. Most people call me Oak. I'm a little sleepy right now, so if I sound like I'm dead and dying, that's probably why. We're playing RimWorld. You might notice our very cool Japanese-themed colony with mech suits and internal gardens and other stuff. Also, did everyone die? Did your run end in a blaze of glory, or like what actually happened to your run? Now I'm kind of curious. But welcome. I appreciate the raid very, very much. I hope your stream was fun and exciting and not at all pain and suffering. It's your first time playing RimWorld. That's crazy. Ah, I see. So I'm looking at your colony right now. Okay, yeah, I see what's. Got it. Got it. Involved by one, don't have tell them to patch them. There's a lot of mechanics that you just learn by experience and playing this game. I have 1,400 hours playing this game, and I'm still pretty bad at this game, where I have more experienced RimWorlders tell me what to do. Who love reminding me about mechanics that I am constantly missing out on. So don't feel bad, okay? Don't ever feel bad that, you know, if you don't know how something works. It happens far more frequently than you'd think. But I appreciate the raid. I hope your stream was fun. If you're new here and you like what I do, you're always free to press follow. I stream a lot of RimWorld. I do it about twice a week, and I usually do other strategy games in between. Things like Bannerlord and sometimes Pokemon and other things. Hearts of Iron is a popular one that I used to do a lot. I don't do Hearts of Iron anymore. Tragic, I know. Yeah. We can't all be gone to our beloved headmate. Exactly. Alana knows far too much about this, but that's also because she mods the dang thing. I cannot wait to have high-tech run again. I think as fun as this run was, it is getting a little slow, and I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm getting bored of it, but it is, I need to try something more exciting. I do appreciate the follow, though. Thank you, Past Little Apocalypse. I'll need to take a look at your channel later and see how your stream went in general. I'll just kind of skim through the VOD real fast just to see how bad it was. I remember the first time Ray played RimWorld, the first thing she asked was what mods, like what mods to install, I think, and I gave her like she thought I was gonna give her like 10. I gave her like 30. But I was like, no, you should probably play this vanilla first. Didn't I? Let's play time. Yeah, probably it's in the 5 digits. A lot of it's also before the game went on Steam, like back when it was in like alpha or beta. RimWorld, yes, hello Proxy. How are you, Proxy? How are you doing? You like our beautiful little colony? I was gonna add like a small. If I can find recreation. I want to add like a nice like little computer here, like a desk, and it's like, oh, this is the reception area. In fact, we can probably make this a reception area if I add in the writing bench, which I don't think I have unlocked yet for some reason. What war crimes are you committing? So much to learn. It is a lot to learn, trust me. You get used to it eventually. And the more mistakes... Listen, you learn in RimWorld by making mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the better you get. That's all there is to it. And don't ever feel bad if you ever lose or you need help or you gotta ask someone to like, hey, I don't know how to do this thing. Can you please help? Why is there a lot of people committing war crimes? Wasn't Whiskey committing more crimes than Helldivers earlier today? I could have sworn that was the theme for her stream today. Or maybe I'm imagining things. What are we making? A sniper? Okay, I want to build one of these AMP modules. I'm kind of curious how this one pans out. I don't know if it's a core module or not. Install a mod that gives you master like oh my gosh, a 4x4. Is it from Fortifications Industrial? Is it one of the Fortifications mod? Because I know that one has some comically sized options. It's a random Japanese one. Can you link it? I'm kind of curious now which one it is. You can't just say that. Now I'm actually curious about what you're trying to do. Medieval vending machine. Okay, I do want to set up some turrets, though. I think we're at the point where maybe a few... I don't want an autocannon turret. Autocannon turrets are fine, but they're boring. I want something nice. But maybe having a few autocannons is okay. Oh, it's a cold snap. Uh-oh. This is not good, mostly because our... Well, this is not good primarily because it might ruin our alcohol production, so we do need to fix this ASAP. Make the heating pipes out of granite, should be fine. There we go. Your doom raids are simple. Your soldiers drop in, build 1,000,000 power generators, 1 giant turret, and defend a turret as all havoc is unleashed from the edge of the enemy base. Oh! Now I'm genuinely curious what mod this is, because I've never heard of anything like that, and it sounds like it might be one of the busted Asian mods. So now I'm kind of curious how that pans out. Oh. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, sure. Yeah, tell me, because now I'm genuinely curious. That sounds hilarious. Okay, now that we've actually built enough, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, we gotta load this train up. Let's load the train with fuel, and let's send in... Let's have Wakabayashi do this. Should not be too bad to refill this. Actually, no, let her rest. Ooh, is everyone... I think everyone got cured of the flu. Yeah, so everyone survived the flu. That's not a problem anymore. DreamMag is healthy. Oh, DreamMag needs a new eye. Okay. Okay, so Garm needs a new eye too. So let's get Garm the eye. Install left eye on Garm. And then our sniper rifle is almost completed. Let's just have... let's have Wakabayashi finish that up. Yeah, that should be fine. We have 50 mods, so that's not a lot of mods. It's your left eye that got apparently clawed out or scratched out or something happened to it, and now, well, you're basically one-eyed. Well, we're gonna fix that. It's not gonna take too much effort. We got the sniper rifle ready to go, so once that's done, let's give you this eye. Let's give you this real quick. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna customize the weapon. We're gonna have you get your eye repaired, and let's quickly have DreamMag. I'm gonna have you upgrade that gun real fast, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna customize your weapon, and we gotta give it a name at some point as well. All right, thankfully this doesn't take too long. All right, so what are we gonna do? So first of all, I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. We're gonna go here real fast. We're gonna go production. We're gonna go structure. Let's go put in a weapons locker. Let's do it right about... Let's see. Put it right about here, I think. And in here, we're gonna store... Oh, maybe I can't store weapon parts. Oh, I can't store weapon parts in this. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's unfortunate. In that case, probably need shelves. Okay. Your mod has these weapon racks. I have those too. We're using these weapon racks. Is it the Alana weapon racks, or is it the neat storage ones? Either way, they both function perfectly fine regardless. Okay, so we get Garm the new eye yet? Okay, let's do this now. Alright. Come on. Let's get this eye on you. Alright, enjoy your lurk. What do you mean my FAQ? It's been there the whole time. Alright, so Garm is good to go. Oh, the catgirl question? Oh, yeah. Because if I don't put that there, people are gonna assume that I'm a catgirl, and people are thinking that, like, oh, it's just underneath the ribbon. No, it's not. It was never there. It's all part of your imagination. There was never any cat ears. Never. It's all your imagination. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not underneath the ribbon. UF Heavy Industries. Okay, let me look this one up. I am curious to see what this mod is. RimWorld Workshop. What's this thing called? UF Heavy Industries. Wait, this looks crazy! Wait a second. This looks insane. Hold up. What could you realistically fight in RimWorld that would require you to fight this? Hello, Normar. Good morning to you on the YouTube end. How are you doing? What is this? Look. Oh my gosh. Wait, that looks amazing. That's kind of sick, actually. That's so overkill, though. Wait, what is going on? Okay, what's going on in here? Oh my god. Okay, so I assume these shoot over the walls because of how large they are, right? That's my assumption. Oh my gosh, you can put... Oh, it's on a grav ship. Oh yeah, this is on a grav ship. Also, this is not Japanese, this is Chinese. Yeah, this is a Chinese mod. That's so funny. That's so overkill. Oh my goodness. You put this on a grav ship and you just, oh my goodness. That Tachyon, you can have spinal weapons? Is that an energy glaive? Wait, that's sick, actually. Wait, this is actually kind of cool. This is actually crazy. I cannot think of an actual scenario where I would need this in RimWorld, but it is really cool to look at. I'm not gonna lie, that's sick. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. But I can't think of a reasonable scenario where I would play that in RimWorld because it's just so overkill. I think the eccentric size guns are big enough, or the fortifications industrial is usually big enough. Anything larger than that and we're getting a little too nuts. Grab all this real fast. We gotta grab this. Yeah, a lot of the... Well, here's the thing. A lot of the colony scales that we do on this channel don't ever get to the point where we would need something that large. Does that make sense? Like, unless we're fighting, I guess, Void, then, you know, we don't really need something of that caliber. It's fun to think about, but again, it's not necessary for this colony. Also, before our alcohol breaks down, let's just warm this room up. There we go, now it's safe. If you get drop radar in the middle of your base, those guns can move up your own base. Oh, yeah, that sounds... you might want to be careful about that then. I guess that's just the side effect of having big, chunky guns. Okay, so a lot of these rooms are still really cold and need additional heating. I just realized our... now that it's winter again, we do need to focus on maintaining temperature. So let's at least add a heater here. And we probably will need another log boiler at some point. I'd actually like more batteries. I guess we'll slap down another 16k battery. 300 steel is not that much, considering we are sitting on 3k. Let's hold that in. Okay, so you can toggle them off as soon as the adventure... I mean, that makes sense, right? Because you don't want your base being blown up by your own weapons. That's fair. I won't lie, I generally avoid the... I don't play a lot of the Asian mods too much. I know there's a lot of them and they're crazy, but... they're very, insular, I guess is the best way to describe it. Like, you play Ratkin, your run is gonna be focused on Ratkin. I know Ratkin are very popular as well, and I've thought a few times about maybe doing a Ratkin-themed run, but I've never had that drive too much. That said, I have considered doing a Skaven themed run because I was like, ooh, we could just go, yes, yes, become funny rat men, but at the same time, those seemed a little excessive, so I just chose not to do that. You're gonna be late for stream these days? That's alright, Normar, I understand. Times be busy sometimes, I get it. Although now I'm kind of curious how deep the Ratkin lore goes. I feel like it goes really deep, because I've seen some of the individual Ratkin scenarios and factions, and I'm like, oh, this looks really nice, actually. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll do something like that, but there's so many of these Asian factions and races that I don't really want to play. Because a lot of them are really overpowered, focused primarily on the late game once you hit spacer tech, and I'm much more of an industrial era player, which is kind of why... Oh, geez, we're getting attacked by a muffalo. Hey, you know what? Might as well make use of our brand new protective area. Alright, so we haven't given... Okay, so these two haven't had their new weapons yet. Let's grab you. Yeah, everyone over here. Now we gotta defend this. Ray, Steve. Get Sun, get the Zeoposer. Get Garm over here. Arani here. Tiana here. The Muffalo are coming in. Let's see how good our defense is now. Probably need more lights. Are they going to approach us? Okay, they're... Oh, never mind. I think they don't know how to approach us. So they have their own unique tools now, and they're really overpowered is what I'm hearing. I think the Muffalo are confused. They don't know how to approach our base. Do I just let them be there? Or maybe I can bait them out. Hold on. Let's get Krusty back. Krusty's old and senile. I might be able to bait him. Oh, hold on. Never mind, they're coming in. Well, they tried. That Muffalo sure tried. Oh, it gives you a chance to get bonus items? Oh, that's... okay, that might be a little much. That's just one of these left. I'm just gonna have Marksman fight it. Oh, it's just a guarantee. It's just a flat add chance. Oh my gosh, that seems a little busted. Okay, cool. So fun fact, did you know I didn't even have to do anything about these things? They just instantly popped. All right. Cancel that. Kill these. Okay, so finish these off, and then replace it with granite. We have a lot of granite sitting around. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. I believe that you have an M4 behind me instead of cat ears behind the ribbon. I don't know why you would think I had an M4 behind my ears. That's a little odd, is it not? Where did the M4 come from? Oh. Uh-oh, I can't use middle mouse anymore. That's... okay. So let's get Garm the brand new rifle. What are we naming Garm's rifle? We gotta give this thing a name, and we gotta give you new customizations. So let's get you a 8x scope. You know, a drum magazine sounds hilarious. Probably don't need a drum mag, though. Yeah, in fact, most of these probably don't. Maybe, extended barrel. And high power rounds. Most of these don't really help you. Stabilizer brace is probably correct. Telescopic stocks probably makes more sense. Maybe the stabilizer brace is fine. Let's try this. There's probably a film about this. Trust me. We are mostly still using Yumi, you know, bows, but we also have access to a few guns. I'm not trying to give everyone guns, but a few guns is fine. That's kind of been my interpretation. Also, I forgot interest. Didn't interest get a pawn here? Or was I imagining things? If there's an interest pawn, I don't see it anymore. Maybe it got deleted? I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's gone. Oh, I don't think there was never an interest pawn. Anyways, yeah. So the more I look at that funny cannons, it does look really cool, but wow, that is insane. Can't really use it. Oh. Oh my gosh. The thing is, before I go to work tomorrow, I have to set up my printer so I can print another Institute-themed deck box so that I can have another one to look at and gawk at. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this... I love this onsen. I will say, if you ever get a chance to, please go to a hot tub or an onsen or a hot spring. Hot spring or hot tub, do it in the winter when it's like snowing outside. It'll be wonderful. It'll feel amazing, probably. Can't say I've done it myself, but I did go to an onsen when it's nice and cool outside, and oh, it's just beautiful. It's wonderful. Have we finished that other thing I was working on? No. Probably don't have enough parts. Did you? How did you? What do you think of the experience? Did you enjoy it, Immortal? Was it everything you thought it was going to be, or not at all? A few more things we need to slap out, and then that'll be fine over there. Spend most of the time building more pools is actually oh, really? That's kind of funny. Why don't I cover the ground around it with wood parquet? Spare stone. That's a good question. I probably should. I haven't had a chance to, actually, mostly because we don't have wood. We've actually been short on wood most of this run, and I think that's the main reason I haven't actually added any crazy wood shenanigans. We have a tree farm, but it's not fully grown yet. And our other ponds are busy. Alright, let me use the restroom again. Or mostly just need to stretch. I've been drinking a lot of water. I think I've been dehydrated all day. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll probably give myself like maybe a few more minutes, and then I might just end a little early. I'm starting to develop a small headache. I'm sorry. It's just streaming this long is starting to become a little bit more difficult each passing week. I'm trying not to make it seem bad, but I'm not going to say I'm getting old, but wow, I feel like I'm getting old. But we'll try to continue as long as I can. Ooh, hello, Ranu. How are you doing, comrade? Are you having a good evening? Imagine how you feel. I don't know. Are you also suffering from age? Drink coffee? Actually, you know what? That's a good point. You know what? Actually, Xanth brings up a good point. I actually did not have any caffeine today. I think that's actually why. I think some of the streams I feel I'm most energetic is when I actually have a decent amount of caffeine before stream. And I think I haven't had caffeine in a couple days, and I think that's probably why I feel a little more exhausted than... You know what? Okay, here's my solution. Tomorrow before stream, I'm gonna consume caffeine. That's probably not a good idea, but I think it'll help. It'll definitely help. It's okay, Garm. We can all be... Being old is not a race of being number one. We can all suffer together, right? We can all be in agony of the unrelenting march of time together. So worry not. Also, thank you, Sincerel, for the follow. Welcome aboard, comrade. Yeah, so that's probably I'll probably have to end a little early just because again, mild headache. Just need to relax a bit, and I should be fine on the morrow. Who's alive even at this hour anyways? I raid the same exact people every single week. It truly is one of the greatest tragedies. Mostly because I don't follow new people is the problem. Maybe I should do that more frequently. Who's even alive at this hour? Look at all these flesh tubers. Raid Eros. I don't know who Eros is. I know not this individual. Yeah, we could be 34. Oh, happy early birthday, Garm. Time's catching up to you. It's all happening. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Who did I raid last week? I raided Showain, Aethiana, Isin. Who else did I raid last week? Oh, I think it was May. Was the other one I raided, so I think we're gonna raid. It's been like 2 weeks since I raided Neto, so I guess we raid Neto. Should be fine. Yeah, she's playing Pokemans. Okay. Alright, comrades. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm getting tired, and I need to rest and get some water and maybe eat something and some other stuff. We can talk about being old tomorrow. We can all talk about the unrelenting march of time on the morrow. I might actually not do RimWorld tomorrow. I know it's on the schedule, but I think I might play something else. I think I need to take a break from this colony just a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm getting bored of it, but it's kind of reaching its peak, I think, is what I'm trying to get at. So anyways, say hi to Neto. You all know who Neto is. She's a good lass. So say hello, and I'll be back on the morrow with something. But if I don't do RimWorld, I'll announce it, obviously. Good night, everyone. Thanks for swinging by and joining me on our magical adventure through our little onsen-themed colony. Alright, good night. I'm gonna pass out. I'm feeling it.